all the way back up the floor. Corio Bay will get possession and a turnover there for Ringwood as well. So a couple of little errors early in the opening 26 seconds. Rebueller to bring it in underneath the basket for the Stingrays. No score in this one yet. Comes in long to Reardon, hands it off to Renken. Scooter back to Reardon, dribbles up high off to Dwayne Johnson, his first touch of the game. Athletic import to Renken, turnaround jumper, long two is good. First points of the game to the visiting Corio Bay Stingrays. Turnaround jumper looked very good.
Well balanced shot.
And Dua now, ball carrying duties for the Hawks. Runs around a Latham screen. He's got the ball at the top of three-point line. Screen from Zoma. Looking for Snowy to move. Ringwood going through their offensive set here. Goes to Dua. He takes it to the basket. Nice job. And hits it. Looked like he was going to go up for the three. Faked it and went to the basket. That's the start the Ringwood import wanted.
Nice little hesitation, wasn't it, Arnie?
Yeah, beautiful move. Looks a really well-poised player.
Rebueller a long way from home. He won't shoot that. Puts the ball on the floor. Gets it to Scooter Renken. Right wing. In just high of the block. Marlo Hicks backing down on Zoma. Gets inside. Flicks it over the top of Zoma. Comes up short.
Great court positioning.
Zoma away to Snowball.
Snowy. He goes now to Latham. He knocks it down. It's 4-2 Ringwood as Renken brings the ball up now for Corio Bay.
And I do apologise. It was Latham's defence a moment ago on Hicks was very good.
It's an important matchup in the outcome of this game.
Reardon, long. Johnson had it knocked out of his hand on the way down by Rue. So it's a Corio Bay ball on their own baseline.
Ringwood have got to watch this long lob. That's twice now. How long have we been playing for? A couple of minutes.
Yep.
4-2. Ringwood lead early. Rebueller in, Renken sized up, goes out to Reardon, long three, back of the iron, loose hands, comes off and falls to Hicks, long way from home. He'll hand it off and get back inside the paint. Here's Renken.
Renken being defended by Dua, runs around a Reardon screen. Now a Hicks screen. It looks like he's just going to keep going, and I think they've got a reaching foul on
Don Dua.
Yeah, on Dua.
First foul for him.
So Ringwood would take the ball on the baseline.
Ringwood bailed him out just then. He lost control of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Pass in to Renken on the three-point line. Goes high to Reardon. Reardon to Johnson. The rock, turnaround move, nice, and it drops in for all.
Great footwork.
Yeah,
and just his ability to hold up in the air then too, Arnie, was very good.
Yeah, he's athletic, isn't he?
Both teams have settled a bit after the initial minute or two.
4 points apiece. Zoma to Rue, right wing.
Good post up by Latham.
Gets it into Latham now on Hicks. Turn around, baseline,
nice
scoops it in over the
really
top
nice
for two.
Basket.
He started well.
Yep.
6-4, Latham gets some points. Johnson for Corio Bay, left wing, gets it down into Hicks. Hicks now in on Latham, turn around, tries to go underneath. Well done, Latham, hands it off to Rebueller, the shadow, misses. Reardon knocked it down, they are down to Dua. Dua off to Zoma, attacks the paint, scoops it in, and just misses. Reardon, quick transition, the shadow, Rebueller off the glass for two. Great transition by Corio Bay.
No D-trans from Ringwood at all.
Absolutely.
They're still watching Zoma's shot.
Which is exactly what you pointed out a couple of minutes ago, Arnie.
6 points apiece, Nath.
Yep. Latham goes to Rue. Rue on the right wing. Waiting for movement. One-on-one against Renken. He's going to take the shot, and he's going to score as well. 8-6 in favour of the home team as Scooter Renken now brings the ball up for Corio Bay, being defended by Dua. Goes high to Rebueller. Back to Renken. Goes to the basket, and a foul has been called this time.
I wonder if this is on... Oh, I was going to say, is it on Dua? No. Who has he called that on?
I think that's his second foul.
Okay.
Dua looked pretty guilty.
Just leaning on him too with the hand. So Dua will be subbed out here for sure. The New Yorker.
That's a harsh score for Ringwood.
Big swing and Willie Weimer comes in, the captain. Tell you what, Dan Richards didn't mind seeing Brian Dua subbed off inside the first 4 minutes of the game. He felt pretty good about that as Renken drops one. They trail by 1, 8-7. BigV Live, Smash FM, Falcons TV. Second one for Renken is good. 8 apiece. 3 minutes, 40 seconds into the game.
Willie Weimer now, his first possession. Corio Bay extend the defence. Yep. Snowball dribbles through. Beautiful pass from Snowy into Rue. He's fouled by Reardon.
Great vision.
Yeah, typical Matt Snowball. He's the best passer in the game. And that was an absolutely immaculate pass.
Well, not only that, Corio Bay's defence then, Arnie, thought that Snowball was either going to stay with the ball on the floor or he was going to go with another short pass. He didn't. He went long to Rue down in the low left corner.
That's right,
Drove baseline off the glass for 2. Reardon got the foul, by the way. The bonus, it comes up short. Hicks rebounds and away comes Rankin.
Rankin now goes to Reardon. Quick pass to Rabula, being defended by Zoma. Back to Johnson. Johnson looking like he wants to go to the basket, and he does, and he just takes it at Marcus Rue and draws the foul. He was always going to do that.
Hey, they're taking it at the Americans here, Arnie. Rue's got his first. Dua's on the bench with 2. So Corio Bay, I reckon that's definitely a plan to take it to them. Yep. And it's working at the moment. Interesting matchup. Trent Zoma on Michael Rebula says a fair bit about the fact that Rebula sneaks under the guard of most teams, doesn't he?
Oh, well, most teams don't rate him, but the kid can play.
He's had a sensational season.
I think on shooting on mass, he's got the highest field goal percentage in state champ.
Doesn't surprise me.
You notice as soon as Willie Weimer hit the court, Corio Bay went into a press.
Yep, straight away.
Yep.
Johnson makes the second, misses the first, so it's 10-9 Ringwood.
Great pass again.
Weimer on the drive, comes up short, just off the glass. It falls down. Rue picks it up to Zoma, looked at a 3, then handed it back out to Snowball. So the old fella himself, Snowy, he'll go with a long bomb, and he makes it!
He's on.
Matty Snowball, you little ripper. 13-9, quick transition to Hicks, tries to stuff it. He can't put it away. There's a foul on the rebound, not on the shot. Was it Latham that went with him? I reckon it was. Gee, he got up nice and high.
That was a block if I ever saw one.
Yep, absolutely. The foul will be on the rebound, when he's come down on the floor. So they're calling for 2. It's not going to be 2 shots. It was clearly a foul when he brought the ball down, Hicks. It was great, wasn't it? So Rebula to bring it in off the baseline. This is about the 4th time Corio Bay's been in this position so far in the game. Out wide, Rankin, right wing. About 1.5 meters off the arc. He gets on the dribble now, finds a way through the paint, dishes it back outside. Reardon for 3, looks good. Long on the ring. Rebula picks it up to Hicks. Back out to Rankin. Rankin twice on the floor, pulls up long 2. Long again, back of the iron. Rebula picks it up. Loose ball. Johnson for a shot. Misses. Latham rebound away, Snowy.
And Matt Snowball gets Ringwood running up the court. Another beautiful pass, and the alley-oop play to Trent Zoma.
Fantastic.
Snowball's cutting him apart.
Yep.
No better passer in the game. That was incredible as Rankin now slows the pace down a little, goes to
15-9 by the way.
Good little break.
Hicks takes it at Latham, off target. Ringwood get the rebound through Rue, and they are off and running again.
Latham's got Hicks at the moment.
Yeah, he's cutting Hicks apart. Defensively, he's doing a great job.
Great job.
Foul.
Dwayne Johnson coming over the top of Matt Snowball there on the drive. What was scary then, though, is Matt Snowball had a free lane to the basket.
Absolutely.
Tell you fellas right now, Latham Snowball absolutely switched on.
Yep. Latham
doing a great job in Marlo Hicks, and Snowy's just absolutely creating every opportunity he gets.
Corio Bay sub, so we've got a microphone down in the Ringwood huddle. We'll have a listen in there in just a moment. Let's see if we can hear anything. Here we go.
Tell you what, Shorty.
We do apologise if there's any colourful words, by the way, too.
Trev told us to get back, though. Right? Not mistakes, you know what I mean, no?
That's Matty Snowball talking.
Snowy, get the fuck there.
Yeah.
There you go. Like I said, we do apologise if there's any colourful language, but we are live. Here's Kenny Harrington.
Hey, really good start. They're starting to panic a little bit because it's different to last time they were here. All right? Do a good job. What's Trev's doing there? Leave your feet.
Hey, help though. You gotta help.
Don't forget, Ringwood gets away for that jump shot. Guys, move the ball offensively. Run where we can. If we don't have it, get through our set.
Right, there we go. So Corio Bay called the timeout, by the way. It's 15-9 Ringwood lead. Interestingly, Sean Clark's about to come in for Trevor Latham as well. So that's a big change. I don't know if I would have done that
I would have
just
kept
yet.
Trev on for another couple.
Trevor Latham's got Hicks' measure at the moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Trev's the sort of guy when he goes off, he gets a little bit cold, and next time he comes on, he may not be as switched on. So that's a risky move by Kenny, but see what happens.
Snowball to the line for 2 on the restart here. Usually pretty reliable. Puts the first one in. 16-9. Just on that last Snowball to Zoma, alley-oop dunk. Really brought the crowd into it too. Yep. Second one's good as well. So 17-9, this is a great early advantage to the Hawks here.
Snow's on a mission, fellas.
Clearly this shows that Will Taylor tipped Corio Bay tonight. No doubt about it. Ringwood 17-9, 4:40 to go in the first. Dwayne Johnson takes it at Rue, then dishes it off to Rebula for 2.
No one on him, on his own.
Can't leave him by himself. Clark running the floor pretty quickly there for Snowy. This time Snowy slows it up and takes it off to the right wing.
Snowy goes to Zoma, looking at Sean Clark. Sean Clark one-on-one with Hicks, turns around, off target. Yep. Reardon now gets the Stingrays running. He goes to Johnson. Johnson looking to pass to Hicks. Hicks
Look out,
defended
Rebula
by
here.
Clark. Back to Rebula. Back into Hicks. Rebula gets open. He shoots again. Off target. Fight between Rue and Reardon. Rue gets it. He gets running. The Hawks are running here to Zoma. Zoma one-on-one. Bad pass, but it's Rue comes up with the ball. They'll pass it out to Snowy to settle it down and run their offense.
12
10
seconds.
Yep.
Wasn't such a bad pass. It's just that Shawnee Clark didn't have his hands ready for the catch.
3 off target. Defensive rebound. Long court pass.
Well done, Snow.
Bit scrappy from both teams. Snowy deflects the long transition pass, and now Ringwood come up the ball. Weimar in possession.
So well done, Snowball, getting back on Rebula then. That transition knocked off. Rue for 3. Front of the ring, Reardon.
That was early in
rebound.
the offense.
It was. 17-11. Here's Rebula to the basket at the other end off the glass. Couldn't put it away. 2 chances tapping it back. Hicks
Clark
misses
rebound.
both. Clark comes up with the rebound. He's away quickly to Zoma. Zoma pulls up the dribble, gives it back to Matt Snowball. Snowball to the right wing. Weimar sends it down into the corner. Rue back to Weimar. Big swing and Willie gets on the dribble, works his way back to Snowball. Snowball in and out through the paint. He now looks at a draw handoff. He's looking, he's searching, he gives it up to Rue. Got to go on the buzzer. Short. Yes, rebound, Reardon. And away come the Stingrays again. They're down by 6. Rankin searching for a foul. Gets it off to Reardon.
Nice.
Little ball underneath to Hicks. Tried to slam it. It falls to Rebula. He misses. Loose ball. And up comes Trent Zoma. Back the other way. Gets it back to Willie Weimar. Will settle down again to Matty Snowball.
Snowball to Weimar. The game's going at breakneck pace. Snowball for a 3 from the top. Short. Reading the defensive rebound.
Hicks has got to play percentages here. He's tried to slam it a couple of times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Look, Corio Bay are getting plenty of opportunities to score. They're just not getting anywhere near the rim.
They've slowed it down on this possession. Rankin to Johnson. Johnson on the foul line. Sean Clark, good hands. Johnson to Reardon. Shot clock's ticking down. Reardon to Hicks on the baseline. Off target again. Ringwood come up with the ball through Weimar. He gets the Hawks moving. Pulls it out. Clark to Snowball. Snowball to Zoma. Zoma for 3. Off target.
Didn't need that.
Yep. Probably could have run through their set a bit better there.
Too early.
So they're getting plenty of opportunities. There's no doubt about that. Ringwood's defence in this first quarter has been outstanding. 90 seconds to go. They've held them to 11. Rankin on the drive. He comes up with a miss. Well done, Trent Zoma. Got a hand on it. Got the rebound. Got it to Rue. Rue pulls up for 3. Misses. It goes long. Rankin in a battle. Picks it up quickly.
Both teams have got the yips right now.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
Tell you what, it's been up and down stuff, fellas. Reardon open. 3.
Offense.
Bang! He doesn't miss those ones. The sack.
They needed it.
17-14, 1:11 to go in the first quarter. The pigskin kicker, whose name's been changed to the sack, the Swiss Army knife, nails a big 3.
His girlfriend's not happy about that, Justin. He told us that.
Weimar has it stolen. Here comes Johnson. Look at this. Bang! Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
And in 10 seconds, the Stingrays are back within a point.
Snowball back for Ringwood, drives baseline, searching for something, still looking in the short corner, pulls up the dribble, gets it out to Zoma, in low, Clark, bodies in the big fella, to Snowball. Oh, was he fouled then by Hicks? He was, coming out to meet him in that long, deep left corner.
Ringwood are fairly stagnant in their offense right now. There's not many passing options.
Lockie Headland comes in for Marlo Hicks. Paul, give me the ball, I'll shoot it every day of the week. Hutchison comes in, replaces Michael Rebula.
Tell you what, there's been a lot of momentum swings, but no scoring.
No, you're right.
Ringwood should be burying Corio Bay right now, but they've missed that opportunity. Corio Bay right back in at 1 point down.
If you're Dan Richards, you're pretty happy with that.
17-16. We're going to go to Will Taylor in a moment for some stats and score updates around the Big V tonight. There's 6 grand finals being played. Marcus Rue down to the corner. Snowball. Snowy gets on the dribble, brings it high towards the elbow, backs down on Hutchie and puts. No, he doesn't. He misses it. Ball out of court. Ringwood ball. 20 seconds to play. Do you reckon Snowy just said hello to Hutchie then? Welcome to the ball game, he said. Snowball to bring it in. Play. 20 seconds to play.
Baseline pass Ringwood. Snowy goes to the big fella Egan. Egan on the wing. He pulls up. Off target. Ball bounces off heads, but Corio Bay are going to come up with it through Rankin. 10 seconds to go to the quarter-time break. Can he give the visitors the lead?
Be one shot here. It's down to 5.
Screen from Reardon. Rankin. He's going to go all the way. He gets the shot up. Off target. James Johnson, Dwayne Johnson, the offensive rebound and the putback, and that will count. It's an 18-17 lead to Corio Bay at the first break after Ringwood arguably had the momentum for most of the period.
The Rock comes up big down the stretch in this first quarter, and believe it or not, they were down 15-9, they were down 17-11. They now lead 18-17. They went on a 7-zip run to finish that first quarter. Corio Bay leading game 1 of the 2014 Fair Go Sports State Champion Grand Final Series. They lead at a quarter time, 18-17. We're going to head over to Will Taylor. He's got some score updates for us because there are 5 other Game 1 Grand Finals being played tonight. Will?
Yeah, let's have a look at those games at the moment. D2 women, it is Coburg 23, Lean Westernport 10 in Abbey Madrid for D1 women action, of course. At this stage, it is Geelong 18, Lean Madrid 17 in down at Southern Peninsula at the moment. And just refreshing the score at the moment here, it is Southern Peninsula 18, Trail Latrobe City 19 at quarter time. And Ringwood fans in state champ women, it is your team, the Ringwood Hawks, leading this game 20-11 over Hume City in Broadmeadows. Let's have a look at quick stats in this game. Okay. It is 7 points to Dwayne Johnson. It's 4 points to Michael Ribura and 4 points to Scooter Rankin. And for the Ringwood Hawks, it is 5 points to Matthew Snowball, 4 to Trevor Latham and Marcus Rue. Shooting percentage at the moment, 37% by Ringwood, 32% by Corio Bay.
It's low.
16 to 10 rebounds in favour of Corio Bay. 5 of those are offensive rebounds, so to 1. And at the moment, turnover counts are locked at 2 apiece.
Will, you've got Matt Hickey there with you. Just find out quickly what Kenny had to say in that timeout.
Mike, what did Kenny say at half-time?
Just talking about falling in love with a three-point shot a little bit when we had that 6-point buffer, which we've got to shoot a higher percentage clearly, and clearly taking it when it's there, but picking your shot when you could get a better look.
Thanks, fellas.
Also, quite happy with the stop of Marlo Hicks, who's 0-6 at the moment from the field in the first quarter.
Good on you, thanks fellas. Pretty well summed up there talking about Marlo Hicks as well, none of the 6. Mind you, obviously Will's already thinking about the after-match spread. He said it was half-time, not quarter-time.
He does like an after-match spread.
Oh, big time. We've restarted, second quarter underway. Big V Live Smash FM, Falcons TV. Hicks is fouled. Big Marlo wrapping his arms around him was, I reckon it might have been Lukey Egan.
Yeah.
Gave him a bit of a bear hug there, Lukey.
Yeah, get on with it, Luke.
Not going to change their mind.
Hutchie to bring it in for the Stingrays underneath their own basket to Rankin up high. Reardon had a look at it, put it on the floor. Nice little ball into Hicksy. And there's the slam we've been looking for. Marlo Hicks says, hey, fellas, I let you down in the first quarter, but I've turned up to start the second. Good basket.
Sean Clark's about to sub back in for Ringwood. I'd still be getting Latham back out there. He started the game really well for Ringwood, and I'm surprised he's not on the floor.
Yeah, it's very surprising.
And Hicksy just got a block on Luke Egan too. Rankin back the other way for Corio Bay. They're up by 3. Brings it out long and deep to Hutchie. Usually shoots from here. He puts it on the floor. Now he gets himself just below the elbow for 2. Rolls it in, Hutchie.
Danger period for Ringwood now.
22-17, Nathan.
Yep, really danger period for the Hawks as Dua.
Stingrays on 11-0 run.
Yep. Dua goes to Rue.
Good spin.
Rue turn, nice spin. He's off target, and Hicks and Haig fight for it. And Ringwood will come up with the ball. Nice job, Zach Haig. The sub's being made early for Ringwood.
Clark coming in for Egan.
Clark coming back in.
Because I'll tell you what, Hicksy's turned up in this second quarter, hasn't he?
Has he ever?
He needed to.
Yep. Willie Weimer on the baseline. Into Clark. Clark goes at Hicks. Nice job. That's it. Good sub. Good sub. uses his power to push Hicks out of the way.
Kenny sits down now.
Yeah.
There he goes, yep, I like that sub, you beauty. Let's see what Corio Bay can do back the other way. They lead by 3. Dwayne Johnson, big slam in the first quarter. Ball in now to Hicks. On the elbow, has a look at it now, floats it up and in. Hicksy looks good to start the second here, Arnie.
Yeah, he's come out with a bit of venom in his blood, in his veins. They just stood off him just that time. Let him just shoot.
Dua for 3, makes it!
Wow, they needed that.
All of New York at 5:30 in the morning has just gone ballistic. 24-22. Corio Bay lead. Dwayne Johnson almost made a meal of it. Put it out of court. He rescues the situation. Drives the paint. Gives it to Hicks.
Yep.
Hicks
Wow,
off the glass.
right.
Nails another.
Yep.
And I reckon
I'll be
Kenny
getting
might need a
Latham back
timeout
on.
here and have a bit of a chat about Marlo Hicks, or get a change and put Latham back on him. I reckon you're right, Arnie.
Yep.
26-22. Dua, the New Yorker, twisting, turning at the top, pulls up above the foul line
Knocks
for
it down.
2. Dua's starting to light it up here too. He's seeing it. Big Nathan, 26-24.
Big time as Rankin draws the foul on Clark. The points won't count.
Well, had he picked the ball up? That's the question. I reckon the referee might just be in the right there.
Yeah, me too.
I reckon the referee got it spot on.
From what I've heard at Ringwood, when the chips are down at Ringwood and they're facing it, they just go to Dua. They say, Brian, you've got to step up now.
Yep.
That was
That's what he does.
That was
Absolutely.
a line ball call then, Nathan, but I reckon it was just before he picked it
Yeah,
up.
me too. Yep, absolutely. Is Rankin being defended by Haig at the top of the key. Pulls up. Knocks it down. Wow.
That's a
Corio Bay
big
shooting
basket.
is hot at the
You
moment.
know the saying, hand down.
Yep.
Hey, it was really tight in that first quarter, Arnie, but it is open right up to
Yes,
start the second here.
listen right up. Both teams' defensive efforts need to lift.
Dua to Haig, down low. Oh, too
not
hot
ready
for
to
Sean Clark out of court. Not sure that was the best look either to put it down into his hands. 28-24, change, Rebueller in,
Timeout,
Hutchie out.
Ringwood.
Timeout, Ringwood. Thought that may be coming. So 7:09 left in the first half. Big V Live, Smash FM, Falcons TV. Nathan Sewell, Arnold Gifting, Justin Nelson with you. We're going to go down, have a listen to the Ringwood huddle in just a moment. We can just hear it there. We'll pick up a little bit more. Again, we do apologise for any blue language, if there is any, but we are going live and you're hearing everything they say. Kenny Harrington steps over now from his assistant coaches. Let's have a listen to what Kenny has to say.
Hey, sit up. We're fine. Marlo, you got to take away that left. Come down and have a swipe at it. Someone, he's not going to pass it. Come down and have, doesn't matter who it is. If you're in a position to come down and double it, come down and throw your hands in there and take the ball away. All right? Offensively, get to the basket. Don't settle for the threes. We want to get to the layups. Get to the layups. Let's go, boys.
Well, 2 clear messages, Arnie. 2 very clear messages. 1, Marlo Hicks talking about attacking him below his hips, basically. Have a swipe when the ball's down at his hips. And 2, stop settling for the long bomb, take it to the basket.
One thing that Ringwood were doing in the first quarter, which they're not doing in this quarter, was they were forcing Hicks down behind the backboard, underneath the backboard. Now he's working from the high side. He's coming into the game.
Hey, we're going to get more score updates in a moment with Will Taylor down on the sideline, so he's about to bring us up to date. 5 other grand finals being played.
It's a huge night.
28-24, it is a massive night. Corio Bay lead this one by 4. Here's Nathan Sewell.
Rankin goes to Johnson, top of the three-point line. One-on-one with Rue. He's going to pull up. He's going to take it. Bodies have gone everywhere, but it was a nice basket. 30-24 lead. Corio Bay extend their lead. Real danger time for Ringwood. They've got to be careful here, as all of a sudden this could be double figures.
That's his bread and butter too, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
he can't give him
absolutely.
middle.
Snowy to Rue. Rue now to Dua, being defended by Johnson. Ringwood looking to get through their set. Not a lot of movement. The shot's ticking down. Rue to Clark, one-on-one. He's going to have to pull up. Not a great possession. And Corio Bay are often running through Reardon.
Hey, Kenny not happy with that at all. Haig nearly perfects a turnover. He does. It falls to Dua. Dua's away. What can he do? Dua dribbles it in low behind the back pass inside to Clark. Has it walked out of his hands
Great hands,
by
Hicks.
Hicks. That was good work. Great steal by the Stingrays. Back the other way.
Latham coming back on.
Rankin to Reardon. Reardon to the basket. Comes up short. Loose ball. Rankin picks it up just inside Haig. He dishes it back outside to Reardon. Restarts. Gets it to Scooter. Right wing. Scooter says, come out for me, Marlo. He steps around a couple. He's fouled on the way to the basket by Matthew Snowball. And Scooter Taylor is about to go to the line for 2. Trevor Latham coming back in. Will Taylor, give us some score updates, mate. Grand finals.
Yeah, D2 women at the moment. It is Coburg 30 lean. The Steelers are Western Port 25. Game 1 that series in Coburg. In Majura, D1 women quarter time action. It's Majura 20 PC, of course, in that game. Division 1 women, game 1 of that series. Moving into the Southern Pen Latrobe City game. And it's Southern Peninsula 28 Trail, Latrobe City 31 halfway through the second quarter. And Ringwood fans, there is a bit of better news for yourselves at the moment. Of course, in the halfway through the second quarter of that game, Ringwood 27, Hume City 18, and get this, Emma Heggie 18 points, 6 rebounds already.
That's state champ women, thanks mate. Of
Halfway
course,
through the second, wow.
That Latrobe City Southern Pen Games D1 men. So by the sounds of it, Mildura and Geelong all tied up 20 apiece in D1 women up on the border. 32-24, Arnie. Yeah. It's an 8-point lead to Corio Bay now. Stick with the play. Dewar off the glass for 2. Comes up short. Reardon with the rebound. Transition. Stingrays. Quickly, too quick for Michael Rebula. And the sack just says, sorry, Mickey.
Love the coach's reaction then. Dan just put his head in his hands and shook his head as if to say, guys, what are we doing?
Well, they were away, weren't they?
Ringwood,
it's an 8-point lead.
Need to run some solid sets.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Latham back on the court, by the way. Keep an eye on that one. Here's Brian Dewar.
Dewar into Latham. Latham one-on-one with Hicks. Let's see what he can do. Gets the shot up. Off target. Rebound Hicks. Reardon gets Corio Bay moving up the floor. Passes it to Rankin.
Do you reckon Latham sat too long?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Way too long.
Reardon to Rebula. Rebula back to Johnson. Johnson to Reardon. Inside to Hicks. Hicks one-on-one with Latham. Off target. Defensive rebound Hayes. Snowy looks to get Ringwood running.
He won't be happy with that, Hicks. He should have finished that. It was definitely great work.
Snowy running around. Not a lot of options to pass to at the moment.
Ringwood not moving.
No. Definitely Latham now. He'll go one-on-one. Rebula got his hands on it. Rankin gets the Stingrays.
He's got
running.
3 with
They're
him.
going to score here. Wow, that was poor defensive transition from Ringwood.
Well done, Rankin to Reardon. It was 3-on-1 to the basket in transition then by the Stingrays. And they look hot, hot, hot. Jason Reardon not happy about something. He maybe thought there was a foul there.
Yeah, I tell you what, Ringwood had 2 or 3 guys just jogging back down the floor then. That's not good enough in a grand final.
Well, I tell you what, we've apologised for any possible blue language. I reckon we need to double apologise because we're going to go down to the sidelines in a moment when Kenny steps into this timeout. Ringwood has called it. They're down by 10, and I reckon you might hear Kenny absolutely fire up here. He steps in now. Let's have a listen.
Hey, we're going to be stronger with the ball. They're not calling much in there. You're going to go up, power the ball
We
up.
can't say they got fouled.
All right?
We know we're not going to get them.
But down there, we're going to be more aggressive defensively too. They're walking around getting what they want. All right? And we're getting smashed on the glass as well. All right, we're going to pick it up, guys. We promise we play hard. We ain't doing it right now. Go to work. 1, 2.
It was an interesting timeout for me because it's not like they actually spoke about changing much.
Yeah.
And when you're down by 10, maybe they do need to change something out on the floor, and there wasn't a talk about, changing up the offense, changing up the defense there. That was a more of a get your act together, boys type of timeout for my liking.
I'm actually happy they all kept it clean.
Very clean. Ringwood need to pick up their defensive intensity.
Yeah.
Their defensive transition is not existent right now.
Oh, we saw that in the last basket just before that timeout, didn't we? When it was 3-on-1 going back the other way. So Stingrays lead this one by 10. 4.5 to go in the first half. Here's Brian Dewar.
Dewar to Snowy, being defended by Rebula. Turns him round. Nice play. He's going to look to shoot. He'll hit it. Beautiful shot from that snowball, and it was a much-needed basket for the Hawks. They get back within 8.
He leads by example, doesn't he?
He does, but I think he needs to be running the point, not playing out of the 2 spot.
Yeah.
Get Dewar back in the 2.
Here's Rankin, twisting, turning on the baseline, turns it over on a baseline pass to Hicks, picked up by Dewar, back the other way for the Hawks, pulls it up, it goes back out to Snowy, so maybe he heard you, Arnie. He's going to set this up now, brings Latham up high on a screen, dribbles around him, down low into the paint, and I think it might have come off a leg. Yeah, so it's going to be a Ringwood ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock, underneath their own basket into Dewar, short corner, great work, spin around, Johnson for 2. Brian Dewar, you're an absolute star.
What a sweet shot.
Wow.
How was the turn around Johnson to get him off the floor? Let's see if Dwayne Johnson can answer with a long 2. He can't. He misses. He goes long. 6-point margin. Stingrays up.
A minute ago it was 10, so Ringwood can further cut into the margin as they've brought it back down to 6. Snowball in control.
Rue about to come back on.
To Latham. Latham to Haig. Haig to Dewar, the man of the moment. He wants a 3. He pulls up. Wow. Knocks it down. Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny screaming for a foul too. Screaming for a foul as Dewar was knocked backwards. It's back to 3 points, believe it or
Dewar has
not.
dragged Ringwood back into this game. Johnson. Out to Reardon. Reardon now for 3. Off target.
Good pressure by Snowball.
Yeah, really good as Dewar brings the ball up the floor for the Hawks.
Corio Bay settling for the long ball at the moment.
Yep. Dewar off a Zoma screen. Block
well
this time
done,
to Johnson. Probably not the right option that time for Dewar. Rankin's going to go to the basket. Nice drive.
That was strong play by Rankin.
Yeah, really good strong play.
Well, quick turnaround there, wasn't it? Because it was a 7-zip run, and then all of a sudden they've got a great block. Johnson on Dewar looking at another 3. Rankin came through with the steal, went coast to coast. So it's a 5-point margin, 36-31. Here's Snowball, baseline drive, looks inside, goes outside, in fact, up high. Zoma has it knocked out of his hand by Reardon. And across the baseline, it will be a Ringwood ball. Timeout going the way of Corio Bay. Must be, because they're the only ones with a timeout. So 2:17 left in this opening quarter. 36-31. 5-point margin. And, well, we saw, I reckon, the best of Ringwood then, because they came out and they absolutely put the foot down.
Well,
10-point margin. Yeah, well, he did, didn't he?
Well, Kenny's talking the refs. Corio Bay, no fouls with 2 minutes 17 left in the second.
And you reckon that's what he was talking about?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So 5-point margin. We're going to get some more score updates at halftime in this one and let you know what's happening. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. Arnie, going in to halftime, 2 minutes away. That lead is going to be so important. It was at 10, got down to 3. It's now at 5.
Yeah, it's important. Corio Bay have been let off the hook a little bit by Ringwood's lack of intensity in defence, but Ringwood seem to be picking it up a little bit now. They'll get Rue back on the court, get some balance at Snowy in the point, Dewar in the Rue in the 2, maybe Dewar in the 3.
Yeah.
You know, but
got a few different options there.
Is Rue back in yet? No.
Yeah, he's just stepped back in.
Step back in. Okay. They want to run through some sets.
Yeah.
Right now, it's one and done for Ringwood in their offense.
Yeah, absolutely. They've just been lucky that Dewar's bailed them out in the last couple of minutes.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball in. Ringwood. Snowball up high to Zoma. 5. He goes with a long 3. Misses. Rebound the Rock. He was fouled by Snowball when it came down. Matty Snowball really had nowhere to go then, to be honest with you. And I think he's just saying to the referee, mate, I actually didn't have anywhere to go. So Corio Bay will restart again. They're up by 5. Here's Scooter Rankin.
Kenny just screamed at his guys, keep your hands out. We're on 4 fouls as Rankin, defended by Rue, goes into Hicks. Hicks looks to take it at Latham, but it was a travel and the ref saw it straight away.
Great call. Absolutely
really
spot on call.
And already, though, Latham back on, Hicks just changes it, things a bit.
He's in the Hicks's head.
Yeah.
You know.
Snowy, one-on-one against Hutchie. Hand off to Rue. Rue dribbles high. He's going to go to the basket here, but it's a block. Blocked by Hicks, but the ball went to Latham. Latham finished. Up the other end now, Johnson on the left wing, defended by Zoma. Uses the Hicks screen. Good ball movement from Corio Bay. Back to Rankin. Slow it down a bit, waiting for the screens and the cuts to come. Rankin to Johnson. Johnson for the pull-up 2, off target. Reardon taps it back out. Well done, Jason Reardon.
How good was that by Jason Reardon?
Give him another offensive possession. Rankin defended by Rue on the left wing. Goes to Reardon high, inside to the big fella Marlo Hicks. Out to Rankin, back into Hicks. Hicks one-on-one with Latham. Nice play, and he scores. He's tough to guard. That was Latham did nothing wrong defensively there, and Hicks still hit the shot.
He was pretty happy with that, Hicks.
And not only that, Trent Zoma came over as the second man to help out, so it was a great effort. Dewar turns it over, ran straight into Hicks. Hicks was standing still as the proverbial backyard house. It comes back out to Rankin here. Out to Hutchie for 3. Hutchie! You little ripper!
The Corio Bay fans, and there's a few of them here that loved it.
Man, Hutchie. Oh, you are kidding me. Oh, Hutchie. Man, you made that look 20 times worse than what it was. You're an absolute
And he's got
star.
a smile from ear to ear, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knew straight away.
Is there an academy for flopping?
Yeah, no, that was. Hey, you know what?
That's a rule in the Big V, isn't it?
That's experience, Arnie. That's what it is.
The flopping rule should have been called in right there and then.
Hutchie absolutely won himself an Oscar then, and mind you, picked up an offensive foul against Ringwood, 40-33.
Look at the foul line, fellas.
5-zip this quarter. Hutchie on a cameo appearance at the moment. Here's Rankin. Rankin out to Hicks. Hicks at range.
Wow.
Nails it. That's a great
Look
basket,
at the fist
Marlo
pump
Hicks.
on the way down the floor.
It was at 3 points. It's now at 9.
They've weathered the storm.
Big time. Dua. 6 seconds to go in the half. Pulls up off the glass. Misses. Reardon. 1 second. Hits the roof. Full court. Look, hey, we've seen him nail those in the
Yeah,
past.
we have. What a
Not
great
far
last
off
couple
it.
of minutes from Corio Bay.
Half time, and I reckon Kenny's going to have a chat to the refs here. 42-33, and I reckon Kenny's just going to say, hey, listen, I don't mind the fouls being called on us, but surely there's a few back the other way, because I haven't seen them get called for one that quarter.
Part of it, though, before we all just jump on the referees' backs, if you listen to Kenny in those timeouts, he was saying, guys, we're not getting to the basket, we're settling to the three. So if they're not driving to the basket, they're not putting the pressure on the referees to call those fouls.
Well, question to you, Arnie, you're our finals analysis. Is there any calls that could have gone Ringwood's way that quarter? Because that's what Kenny wasn't happy about.
Yeah, there were a few here and there, but just in the general play, Corio Bay, like Nathan said, Ringwood are not attacking, they're settling for the three. Corio Bay attack dribble penetration, so they're drawing the fouls. And the slightest little hand is getting a call tonight.
It was back, it was at 10-point margin.
Yep.
Ringwood got it back to 3, and then all of a sudden, Paul Hutchison nails a big 3, gets a turnover on an offensive foul. The dead set would probably have him in line for best actor next year at the academies.
Fair chance.
And you know what? He absolutely got up smiling and let Ringwood know all about it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Hicksy's gone down. And nailed a basket as well. 42-33 the lead at halftime. It's a 9-point margin to Corio Bay. They look good. Let's get a stats update. Let's go down to Will Taylor and Matt Hickey on the sidelines. They got the stats in front of them to halftime, fellas.
Yeah, let's have a look at those stats for you. Let's start off with Corio Bay. Of course, Marlo Hicks and Stuart Rankin with 10 points. And for Ringwood, the leading scorer and Brian Dewar. But Matt, have a look at those stats in the moment. What's a couple of stats that really stand out to you?
I won't say anything about the foul count, but 5-zip in that quarter was a little bit rough. Other things, it's not. I'm not sure if it's right in the stats. I think Hawks are just struggling to get through sets completely, breaking down the offense a little bit too early. Not sure if that's part of the Corio Bay defense or not, but that's just the one main thing that I noticed in that quarter.
Yeah, no, completely agree. Rebounds at the moment, 26-15, 7 offensive rebounds to 3 in favour of Corio Bay. Turnovers are pretty even, assists 6-3 to Corio Bay, and the blocks are 4-2 in favour of Corio Bay, but 47%, 18 from 38 from the field from Corio Bay. Ringwood sitting at 39% at 14 from 38. So, and from 3-point range, both at 25% from the 3-point range, but Ringwood are 3 from 12, Corio Bay 1 from 4 at this stage.
Hey, Will, just give us an update of those scorers again, mate, leading scorers in the game.
Yeah, well, for Ringwood, it's Brian Dewar with 12 points so far. Lee Newcomers at the moment, 7 points to Matty Snowball, 6 to Trev Latham. And for the Corio Bay Stingrays, it is Marlo Hicks with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and Scooter Rankin with 10 points, and of course, Dwayne Johnson with 9.
Okay, thanks for that. Now, we're going to come back to you in just a moment to get some score updates from those other 5 grand finals being played. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight on Big V Live, Smash FM and Falcons TV. Arnie, Marlo Hicks' second quarter.
Yep, Marlo, great second quarter by Marlo, but he didn't have the right defender on him. And see, Marlo started finding his form. Trevor Latham was subbed back onto him. Trevor did a good job 2 times down the court, but then for the next 2 times down, Trevor laid off Marlo, didn't pressure him. Marlo got his act together again. So now he's full of confidence. I think, see, this game has so many momentum swings. the biggest momentum swing for me was in the first quarter when Latham was subbed off and he sat for a long period of time. That brought Hicks back into the game. Then Reardon come into the game. Right? Rankin's doing a solid job. Johnson's doing a pretty good job. I mean, he hasn't got a great outside shot. He's good going to the rack on the dribble. So they let Corio off the hook, and now the consequence of that is a 9-point lead to Corio. With Ringwood, right now, what I'm seeing out there is a lot of individual play. They're refusing to get through their sets. They're happy to jack up to 3, make 1 pass, 2 pass, or even when a guy puts it on the floor, no one's moving the space. They're all hiding behind defenders. They need to get through solid sets, and that would force Corio to play defence for longer. Okay, then they're going to draw the fouls. They're going to go to the line with that. But the way they're playing right now, Corio are going to end up winning this game if they have that same mindset.
Let's get a score update from around the traps. It is game 1 in all 6 grand finals being played this weekend. Will Taylor.
Yeah, let's have a look at those. And Casey leading Shepparton at moment, 14-12 on the road at moment. Early stage in that, midway through that first quarter there. At half-time in D2 women, it is Western Port 44 leading Coburg 38. In that game, Merhall was 7 points so far and 10 points to Creedon at the moment, and 14 to Ash Wright. So she's having a great game, 5 from 7 from the field so far. And up in Madura, it is Madura leading Geelong 37-35. 15 points so far to Vanessa Power, 16 to Serena Simmons, I meant to say. And for Geelong, as I go around the screen, 15 points to Carly Morrissey so far in that game. And of course, out at D1 men, it's Southern Peninsula 38, Latrobe City 37. So the Sharks holding on to that lead. And for Ringwood fans, at half-time in state champ women, Ringwood in front 34-23. Colleen Panetta with 8 points and 11 rebounds. And for the Ringwood Hawks, it's Emma Hegg with 18.6 rebounds. She actually did not go on the court at all in that second quarter. But her teammates, Jake Benazir with 4 points, Tara Blair with 4 points as well, as Ringwood lead that game by 11.
Good on you, Will. Thanks for that. We'll just have a look at that Hume City Ringwood game on live stats up in our commentary position.
State champ women,
sorry. You just mentioned Amber Heggie didn't go on at all in the second quarter. Is that what you said?
I'm pretty sure, because it seems like she definitely didn't do any rebounding.
Right.
So
I reckon we might go with that, because she's played 17 and a half minutes, mate. So I reckon she's played a fair...
Maybe she's sharing it around, maybe.
You're getting a bit hungry there, Will.
She's still on the floor if she's sharing it around, buddy.
Will's looking for the aftermatch already, you can tell. He's got hunger pains. When he said she hadn't played at all in the second quarter, I
was
thought,
like, what are you doing,
hang on,
Tim?
she's got to be injured, or she's got foul trouble. I go on here and she's played 17 and a half minutes.
Well, she's sharing it around, which is what Ringwood needs, and what we spoke about all year that Ringwood needs to do to win a championship.
I think you're right, mate. The first quarter went for 17 minutes 35 seconds, according to us. So he's a ripper. He's a ripper.
You know what I meant, though.
Go get a scone, mate.
Man, you ripper. Hey, about 2.5 minutes to go to tip off here in the second half. We saw Ringwood close a 10-point margin back to 3 in super quick time. They're now down by 9. Have they got enough tonight, right now, with what they're doing and how they're playing, not only to get back, but go forward?
I think for me, Arnie summed it up beautifully just before we went on that cross back to Will, and that was Ringwood need to get the ball through more hands. At the moment, they're settling for that one pass and get the shot up. And, you know, I've seen games this season where when Ringwood play as a team and they move that ball quickly through sets of hands, I don't think anyone can guard them.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really good point from Arnie. And, you know, at the moment, though, it's not looking like they're going to do that.
Look, the thing is, when Ringwood make their bring their bench players on, their bench players have got to make a contribution in the second half. For Corio Bay, Hutchinson comes off, hits a big 3, then draws a charge up the other end. What a great contribution. So what these guys at Ringwood have got to realise is they're not getting subbed on off the bench just to stand there and not make a contribution. They're not getting subbed off. The starter's not getting subbed off just for a blow. Right? Make a contribution when you get subbed on. Be a part of the winning team.
I just want to say this again, and it's really important that everyone notes this. In their 3 meetings this season, when a team has got on top, they go on and they win by a fair margin.
Yeah.
The three margins this season have been 16, 20 and 25.
That's it.
So very, very rarely, in fact not at all this season, have we seen anything under a 16-point margin.
Yeah.
So when a team gets up and going, they're hard to stop. Will?
Now, Matty, what does, of course we just heard from the boys up there, what does Ringwood need to do to get themselves back in this game from your point of view?
I think they were on the spot up in the box there, talking about ball movement, getting it through hands. Bit stagnant on offense, not a lot of movement, and I think Snowy, especially in this second half, will really get that going. Defensively, it's just staying orientated on defense, finding your man, things like that.
Hey, can Matty hear us now, can he?
Yep.
Hey, Matty, just give you a tip. You need to be standing on the other side of Will, so you're closer to where the after-match function's held, mate, because as soon as this game finishes, he will sprint from there to make sure he's first for the food. I'm telling you.
I'm keen for a feed as well.
Mate, those two could get into a dust-up down there.
Hey, look, fellas, I can tell by Matty Snowball's body language talking in the huddle to his players, he's ready to go again. He's giving a lot of directions out there, and he's demanding. That's what makes Matty a great leader and a great player.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Latham, I was going to say Latham, Zoma, Snowball, Dua and Rue to start again in the second half. Sorry, Matty.
Yeah, no doubt about that about Snow. He's a real leader, and I think he's really going to carry the boys here.
Righto, here we go. Start of the second half on Big V Live, Smash FM and Falcons TV. Wherever you're listening or watching from right around the world, hope you're enjoying it. Justin Nelson, Nathan Sewell, Arnold Giffning with you up in the commentary box. We're underway. Scooter Rankin straight down to Marlo Hicks. Backing down on Trev Latham. Pushing in the big fellas. Misses first up Hicks, but there's a foul. Reardon off the rebound, and I reckon that might be the foul that says to Kenny, hey, we haven't forgotten about you, mate. We are seeing the green
Kenny
signals
turned
out
around
there.
to the Ringwood youth boys behind there and had a
said,
bit of a laugh.
There you go. There's one for us. He's still having a smile about it too. I think he might have just thanked the ref on the way past too. Good on you, Kenny. You're an absolute superstar, mate.
Love it, love it.
Matty Snowball, first time up for Ringwood in this second half. They're down by 9. It's with Dua in low to Latham. Bodies in on Hicks, twisting, turning, scoops it up and misses. Rebound, Reardon, the sack. It might have come off the foot of Trent Zoma there. And that's why it's a Stingrays ball. Rankin quickly up the floor, right wing. Rebula up high to Reardon. Rebula swings the wings with Johnson. Now to Rankin. Rankin out on the right wing. Looking one way, then the other. Gets it down low to Marlowe, who bangs into Marcus Rue. Rue hits the deck. And Hicksy doesn't even stand around arguing. He just says, yep, you got me.
Good start by Ringwood, but they've got to get those points on the scoreboard.
They were lucky to get away with that, Ringwood, because Trevor left Hicks
he
to
did.
go double the ball handler. That was not a very good move.
Well, Marcus Rue's one of the best defenders in the competition as well.
He did a good job to help.
Did a great job. Not only that, he also took 120 kilos straight up and down the middle too.
The ribs might be feeling it.
Absolutely.
Crucial few minutes for Ringwood here.
Yeah.
I've probably been harsh to Marlowe there too. He's not 120, he's probably about 100. Anyway, here's Brian Dewar, eh?
Do it to Rue. Rue at the top of the three-point line. Pull up. Nice work. Off target. Defensive rebound, Reardon. Reardon to Rankin. The Stingrays are running to Johnson. He drives. He scores. Too easy.
He's good going to the glass.
He gets to the hoop, you're in trouble. There's no doubt about it.
Biggest lead of the game. It's out to 11. Zoma. He's going to go to the basket. Not a great possession.
Great defense, Hicks.
Yep.
Ball's not getting through anybody's hands at all.
Nothing seemed to have changed from the first half yet. Reardon inside to Hicks. To score easily. It's out to 13. Massive danger time for the Hawks.
What did I say at half time when one team gets up?
Yep.
We've seen it 3 times this season. It's
This could
13
be over
points.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kenny needs to get a quick timeout.
Snowball, right wing. In low, Latham has Hicks to beat. Back to the basket, goes out to Dewar. Dewar sizes up a 3. It was a nice fake, got Johnson off the floor. Goes with a 2 from the short corner, misses. Rebound by Zoma off the glass for 2. Their first score of the second half. Johnson back the other way to Hicks. Finger roll, taps it in off the O-Reb, misses, gets his own rebound again.
Foul on Rue, I think.
And it is on Marcus Rue.
The arm.
Right.
Geez, Hicksy 2 O-Rebs then, very strong.
Right now, Corio Bay are showing a willingness to get the ball through hands, which Ringwood are not.
Spot on.
There's a difference in the game.
11-point margin, Rebueller to bring it in, ignores Johnson, still looking to Rankin. Rankin low left corner on Dua. Hicks comes in with the screen. Great help from Latham. Latham scrambles after it, loose ball. It'll be a jump ball possession, arrow going the way of Corio Bay. Well done, Latham. Did well to step out and help Dua on that occasion. And Ringwood get it back, and Kenny slapping the hands together like a crocodile, chomping down on a big piece of juicy steak. Says, let's get into it, fellas. Let's go. They're down by 11.
You're making me hungry, mate. I love a bit of steak.
There's Rue. Left-hand dribble, right-hand dribble, stays in the right. Great screen by Latham. Where's the body contact of
Still
Hicks?
not a good offensive
Misses
possession.
Zoma, fouled on the way back up to the basket.
Fouled out as the ball's fallen into Zoma's hands.
Exactly.
He's flicked it up and been fouled, but it still wasn't a great offensive possession by the Hawks.
Ringwood are making one pass over the half-court line.
Yep.
The guy that receives the pass is trying to create everything.
Absolutely.
You know, that's ridiculous.
Dan Riches
They're not going to win this game playing like that.
Out of his seat. Coach of Corio Bay, just looking on. Does Dan Riches... Does he do a good pair of bone chinos?
Yeah, it's looking pretty trendy, isn't he? Don't you reckon?
Got the bone chinos
Absolutely.
on. First one was made, second one was missed. 46-36.
10-point
it's a
lead.
10-point margin. Here's Reardon.
Reardon
The sack.
to Rankin. Rankin back to Reardon on the right wing. Inside to Rebueller. Rebueller scores too easily.
The
there.
shadow. I'll tell you what, the sack, great pass. The shadow, great
absolutely.
finish.
Let's see what Ringwood can muster up the other end. Rue to Latham. Latham to Snowball. Snowy. Dribbles deep. Pulls up. They need it. Off target. Hicks. They got the ball through more hands, but it wasn't much of a better possession. Rankin to Johnson. Steal from Rue. Pass to Snowy. We'll go to Rue at the left wing. He's wide open for three. They need it. He knocks it down.
Rue needed that as well.
They pulled it within 10 points now. 9-point margin, 48-39.
And what a surprise. It was a Matthew Snowball look-away pass, Arnie.
Absolutely.
Looks like Shawnee Clark and Egan are coming back on in a sec.
Here's Rankin. Working the ball well down into the corner. Rebueller for three. Misses, goes long. And Hicks gets the O-Red putback. Was there a little bit of a push there? Yeah. Latham tend to certainly signal that he got a bit of a push. Anyway, Rue back the other way, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two.
There's no questioning that Hicks is the difference between these two teams at the moment.
Right now he is.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a look at Marlowe. There's some subs coming in. You call the subs while I have a look at Marlowe in the game.
Latham and Zoma step down.
Yeah. Pretty annoyed. Trevor coming off.
Yeah.
12.6 rebounds, 2 blocks in the game for Marlowe.
2 free throws to come for Snowy.
I'll take that back. 14 points, Nate. 14 points.
He hits the first one. 50-40.
Ringwood can afford to help out their post defence on Hicks.
Yeah.
Come at him from the blind side, double it.
Absolutely. And I think Kenny called for that double team in one of his timeouts earlier on as well.
Yeah, he was calling for the double team from the ball side.
Yep.
I'd prefer to see it come from the blind side. Hicks wouldn't be expecting that.
Yep.
Just to bring you back up to date with a couple of bits of play there, Dwayne Johnson's just been done for an offensive foul. Down the other end, off the second free throw, which was missed. Sean Clark's taken the rebound. Had 2 cracks at it going back. Ringwood were pleading for a foul. There was no call. So there's a timeout called now. Who was it by? Corio, did you say it is?
Yep.
They lead 50-40.
Yeah.
6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Let's get some score updates. State champ women, Ringwood 34, lead Hume City 31. Let's go down.
Broncos are on an 8-0 run to start the third period.
We're going to go down to the sidelines in a moment. Here's the players having a bit of a chat. Ringwood players. Well, they're going quiet now.
We can set this up now. Let's go now. Have a look at the way we've played. We're down by 10. 5 shots, man.
Here comes Kenny, about to step in and have a chat to the boys. Here we go.
Now they're calling fouls for us after last quarter's disgrace. So we're going to keep driving the ball. All right? We've got shooters out here now. All right? Be patient. Find a good shot that we like. Knock it down. Everybody get their ass back.
I want the double bullet, but I want you on the second screen. Look at him off that roll.
Let's go. Hey, no fear. Let's play. 1, 2, 3.
All right, well, quite clearly they're going to come out hard here. What Kenny was talking about then, Arnie, no doubt, was the fact that things are starting to roll for them now. What they've got to do is they've got to play some inside-outside ball.
Yeah, and he's about to run a play called Bullet. But I just didn't think he changed anything up defensively for them, and he needs to do that.
Okay, well, let's have a look at what they come out with. Hume City putting the acid on Ringwood in state champ women at the moment.
Coming
Nate.
at them hard, 31-34. 8-0 start to the Broncos.
Shawnee Clark
in the third quarter.
Back underway, Brian Dewar gets it off to Egan, looks at a three, looks good. Oh, he's made it. Luke Egan points over to Kenny and says, thanks for subbing me in, coach.
Well, Luke prior to coming on just played 1 minute 52.
Yep.
So big play there for Ringwood and a big shot for Luke Egan. 50-43, Reardon for three, long.
Off target.
Back of the iron, Clark takes the rebound, gets it off to Dewar, and maybe this is the spark that the Ringwood Hawks needed in game one of this grand final series. Here's Brian Dewar around the Egan screen, has it on the right wing, gets it up high to Marcus Rue. What can Kanga do? He goes back, he looks at the three, keeps the dribble alive, dribbles low, steps around, Rankin off the glass. It rolls out, rebound. Looks like Jules on the court, he is. He comes back the other way, long ball looking for Hicks. Hicks wasn't running. Jules says, sorry Marlowe, shouldn't have done it. Turnover. I'll do better next time. 7 points the margin. Big swinging Willie Weimer comes on for Matt Snowball. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Nathan Sewell.
Willie Weimer goes to the one spot, brings the ball up for Ringwood, and he's just drives to the basket on all defenders, off target. That same thing that's been letting them all down all game, does it again, as meanwhile Corio Bay now, Johnson for the pull-up, he knocks it down, and the lead's back out to 9, 52-43.
He's good when he gets in the paint, isn't he? Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
very good.
He's a very smart player.
Dewar goes to the basket, drives it, and puts Marlowe Hicks onto the ground. Nice drive from Dewar.
Well, in between two plays then too, so
Yeah,
that's a great
absolutely.
basket.
Rankin now bringing the ball up the court for the Stingrays.
7 point margin, Nate.
Hawks need a stop, yep. Jewell goes high to Johnson. Johnson to Reardon, into Hicks.
Too much space.
Yep, Hicks is one-on-one with Clark.
Push him up.
Too much space.
Yep.
And he scores
There you go.
easily, and no one at all come across
No one
from
came
either
to help.
side then.
No one came to help at all, and Hicks knew it. That's why he kept working it.
Yep, took his time.
54-45, Rue back the other way, dribbling, searching in, then out. Back out now, Weimer for three. Nails it, the captain. Big swinging Willie.
Ringwood's three-pointers are keeping them in this contest.
Mate, how good was big swinging? Very good, Willie Weimer. 54-48, 6 point margin. Willie Weimer gives the Hawks them up. Dwayne Johnson to the rack. Foul, showing his hops. Nice, he'll go to the line for two. Geez, I tell you what, when you need a captain's goal from downtown, how's Big Willie?
Not bad.
Fantastic. Well, considering he was pretty cold coming off the bench,
Yeah, absolutely.
knocked that one down.
Yep.
I tell you what, Big Willie's warmed up right now. 54-48, 6 point margin. Big V Live, Smash FM, Falcons TV.
Johnson to go to the line for two here. Ringwood fans trying to put him off his game. Hits the first.
He says, up yours, Ringwood.
Yeah. Great crowd in here at the Rings. My favourite venue name, and he knocks the second down. 8 point lead to the Stingrays.
Did you see the 400 billboards on the way in? Can't miss the joint these days.
They're red and yellow. It's like a big Hungry Jack's, mate.
Well, I was going to order a burger on the way in. There's Brian Dewar. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. It's an 8 point margin. Ringwood hanging in there. Shawnee Clark backing down on Lockie Headland. He can't finish the job and he rolls it off his own body out of court. It's a turnover and the Stingrays have the chance to come back and put it back into double digits. 56-48. More score updates from the other 5 grand finals with Will Taylor in just a moment. Dwayne Johnson works it to the rack again, comes up short. Great defense, Marcus Rue. Clark gets the ball. He gets it off to swinging Willie. No, Brian Dewar takes it. Dewar, the New Yorker, pulls up three. Brian Dewar. Man, New York's just come to a standstill. 56-51, all bloody 10 million of them. How many live in New York these days? There's a fair few of them. Back the other way, Scooter Rankin, short. Nice little finish by Dwayne the
And
Rock
every
Johnson.
time Ringwood cut the margin down, Corio Bay find a way to score.
Johnson's having a fair game.
Yeah.
Ringwood are going to either live or die by the sword.
Johnson knocks the ball out of Dua's hands. It rolls down off the leg of Brian Dua, out of play. Turnover, Corio Bay ball. Just as I said, Dwayne Johnson's having a ripper.
Yep, you called it early.
Come big
Rankin.
this quarter.
Been
time.
very good. Here he is with the ball now. He could just about shoot this.
Just about.
Gets it into Reardon. Down low on Egan. Reardon backing down into the paint. Oh, turns it over on a
Good
pass
hand
out to
shot,
Bueller.
Clark.
Well done, Clarkey. Dua on the run now. Wants to go to the hoop and does
Oh,
it.
wow.
Puts it away. 58-53. It's back to 5, Arnie.
Yeah, he's got the full package, Dua. He's the man, got him back into it.
Rankin now. Defended by Dua. Goes to Rabula. High to Reardon.
Oh,
Inside
nobody
to
looking.
Johnson. Wow, poor defense from Ringwood.
3 Ringwood players
Yeah.
in the paint, fast asleep.
Johnson fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Brian Dua has 19 points in the game. 19.
Zach Hay did that
Dwayne
come on.
Johnson, 17 points in the game.
Marlo Hicks replaces Lockie Headlam, and Marcus Rue sits down for Zach Haig.
Reardon, 5 points, 5 assists, 14 rebounds, Jason Reardon. Filling it up
Played a very
again.
good game.
Marlo Hicks, 16 and 8. Johnson misses the first.
This time the crowd did put him off.
As I said, 17 points in the game for Dwayne Johnson.
Let's see what he does on the second. Knocks it down, 59-53 Corio Bay. Minute 52 remaining in the third as Brian Dua walks the ball up the floor
It's not
for the
over.
Hawks. No,
Not yet.
by no means.
6 points.
Let's see what Ringwood can get going in offense. Inside, Clark one-on-one with Hicks. And he just forces it, and Marlowe says, I don't think so.
Great D, Marlo.
Great deeds. Johnson gets running now. He forces it the other end. Great D, Haig. It goes out, though, and it's going to be Corio Bay's ball on the baseline. Kenny calls a quick sub. I think
I was going to say, I reckon Clarkey's out here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trent Zoma comes back onto
He
the
forced
floor.
the issue before down in
Yeah.
offense. He should have popped it back out to the shooters.
And I
Absolutely.
reckon that's why he's been dragged, and
Yeah.
he knows it.
And let's see a sub up the other end as well as Hutchie's going to check
Oh,
back
here we
in.
go. 90 seconds of Hutchie magic. You'll get a 3 and an offensive foul here from Hutchie, I reckon.
Hey, if he does that, they're going to have the momentum going into the last break, mate. That's all Dan Richards could possibly ask for.
Hutchie to bring it in off the baseline, Nath.
Yep. He goes to Reardon. Reardon and Egan. Reardon dribbles round, fouled by
I reckon it
Ringwood.
might be Dua.
Yep.
Oh, no, he's
Oh,
giving
no.
it to Egan.
Yep.
Thought Dua put his hand up then.
Corio Bay will get the ball back. 17 remaining on the shot clock.
Brian-
Hutchie takes it on the baseline.
Brian Dua still with 2 fouls, by the way.
Hutchie to Rankin. Rankin dribbles high. Defended by Dua. Shot clock's at 10. Nice spin move. Beautiful
Oh,
basket.
That is a
Scooter
great
Rankin.
basket, Scooter Rankin.
Absolutely. 61-53.
He's got 12 points in the game now. Brian Dua for
Excellent
Ringwood.
footwork.
Willie Weimer for 3. Misses this one.
What?
Rankin with the rebound. He settles it down, Scooter. Just settles it down. The Scooter's on 2 wheels tonight. It's flying. Takes it out to the right wing. Puts it into Hicks. Has Zoma on him. Hicks back and
One-on-one
Zoma
again.
down. Oh,
Well,
foul clearly.
They were
yes.
too late to get the help there.
Zach
Too
Hay
late for
came
the help.
across and just crunched him.
And he was too strong for Zoma.
Yep.
So Hicks to go to the line for a couple. Hicksy has 16 in the game tonight. 16 and 9.
It feels like he's got a lot more.
It does.
3 blocks as well. Well, he didn't score in the first quarter,
After
did
a
he?
quiet first quarter.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Can take it up to 17 here. Comes up short. 8-point margin. Corio Bay are 8 of 11 from the foul line tonight. Ringwood are 4 of 7. So Ringwood haven't got to the foul line much tonight.
Not a lot, not a lot.
Hixie with the second. That looks better. It is better. 17 in the game. 62-53.
9 points.
Here's Brian Dua.
Do it to Weimer. High to Egan. Egan to
Well, looking for
Haig.
the 3.
Yep.
Do it up high.
Trying to get him
Oh,
open.
Good hands.
Yep. Weimer into Zoma off target. Weimer offensive rebound. He scores. Nice.
I'll
captain's
tell you
basket.
what. Off the missed shot of Zoma, that was a massive foul by Marlo Hicks that was missed. Massive, massive foul. And I don't blame Kenny for not being happy because that was one of the easiest fouls you'll ever see. Now Weimer has called for a push on Reardon.
And that'll send Reardon to the line for 2.
And, I mean, I can understand the frustration here because every single person in the stadium saw that foul. It was just blatant. And the thing is, you've now copped one down the other end, and it could cost you another 2 points in a big, big game. So I can understand the frustration, to be honest.
Absolutely, understand the frustration, but Weimer still fouled.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about this foul.
Yeah.
It's just that the other one was missed.
Which makes this foul seem a lot harsher than what it probably really is.
And look, the thing is, sometimes...
That really riles a coach.
Well, sometimes as a referee, you've got big bodies in the paint.
Yeah.
You might not have seen around that.
No, exactly.
You can only call what you see. Now, so, you give the refs the benefit of the doubt. They're not going to see everything, or they will miss a few things here and there. But the thing is, when you cop this straight away down the other end, it does. It gets you up and going, and Reardon's just nailed the first. So...
Possibly OPSM could be a sponsor next season.
Oh, Nathan's about to slap you, aren't he?
Slap both of you in a minute.
Great sponsorship.
We just got a little bit of sweat on the floor about to be picked up.
The refs are doing the best they can.
It's a tough job.
Yeah, it is.
It's a tough job.
And they can say the refs are missing players, but let's be honest. Do you reckon Kenny would be happy with the production of all of his players as well?
No, that's right. No, that's exactly right. Yeah, no. They've missed shots that they should have put away as well. So it's an 8-point margin, 63-55.
They're still just staying close enough.
They're
not playing well, but they're not out of it yet.
They are. And, for the one foul that gets missed, you might get one roll of the dice back the other way.
Or you might not.
Well, you don't know, do you?
Apart from about the first 7 minutes of the first quarter, Ringwood have been real scratchy.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, Reardon misses the second. Johnson after it. It's a loose ball. Dua comes up with it. So
a score here will give them the momentum heading into the last period.
12 seconds to go. 8-point margin. Dua with the ball. He'll hold it up. He'll search. He gets a screen from Egan for three. In and out. Picked up by Hutchie. Hutchie dribbles past halfway. 1 second. Goes with the three. Hands it off to Reardon.
Wow.
Misses. Hutchie was playing for the foul then. There's no doubt about it.
Great look by Hutchie.
Yeah.
So 3-quarter time. 8-point margin. It is Corio Bay 63. They added 21 that quarter. Ringwood 55, who added 22 that quarter. So 8-point margin. Let's get some score updates from the other 5 grand finals being played. Here's Will Taylor.
Yeah, let's have a look at D2 men at the moment, and Shepparton leading at half-time, 42-28 over Casey. So you think that game might be over in Shepparton at the moment. And let's have a look at some other games at the moment. It is Coburg in D2 women trailing Western Port 63-52, heading to 3-quarter time. So Coburg looking like they need to get some bit of inspiration.
Hey, Coburg led that game at quarter time, 23-10. Western Port then put on a 34-15 second quarter.
Incredible.
Sorry, Will, keep going.
Yeah, D1 women on the back of Vanessa Power and Serena Simmons. With Vanessa Power with 24, 22 to Simmons. It is 56 Majura, 50 to Geelong.
Great game.
So still with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter in that game. D1 women, of course, now. And at the moment, it is Southern Peninsula 50, Latrobe City 47.
That'll be D1 men.
In D1 men, of course. And for the Ringwood fans at the moment, in state champ women, it is Ringwood 45 to Hume City 36. Peneta with 11 and 12, 16 to Bennett. And for the Ringwood Hawks, it's Ember Heggie with 21 points, 9 rebounds. And Bedone with 5 and 7. So is Kowalski, 7 and 6 to Blair for the Ringwood Hawks.
Let's go to Matt Hickey and find out what Kenny Harrington had to say at that break. Matt?
What did Kenny say at 3-quarter time?
3-quarter time, the message was get to the basket. He wants a lot more penetration, and then the shooter's got to be ready because they're going to start collapsing if guys like Trent and Zachy Hay can get to the basket. Shooter's got to be ready on the outside. And on defense, we've got to collapse, watch their penetration because that's where they're really killing us.
Thanks, fellas. I reckon the only problem with that is I reckon Kenny's been saying that all game.
Yeah.
And yet he's still saying it now.
They're not listening to the message.
I mentioned during that quarter they've only been to the foul line 7 times in this game compared to Corio Bay's 14. Yeah. I feel like Kenny's been saying that non-stop. Get to the basket, get to the basket. So
hitting his head against brick wall.
Yep.
But he's taking a bit of a risk with the starting lineup he's got out on the floor right now, I think.
Fair call.
Egan Haig, Willie Weimer out there. 8-point margin. We're underway. Corio Bay with the first look. Here's Johnson.
Almost travelled in. Almost did. He gets his own offensive rebound, and they called the second one. They got it.
Well done.
I agree that you say that this starting five's a bit of a risk for Ringwood because Ringwood cannot afford the margin to push out any more than what it is because it's game over. This is the last period in this game as Dua brings the ball out the floor for the Hawks.
Corio Bay's got 4 of their starters on, by the way, Nate.
Yep. Weimer to Egan. Egan to Haig. Dua. Egan. They're looking to Haig here. He's looking to penetrate to the basket, takes on Rankin one-on-one and he scores.
Great
Nice
basket.
work.
Good work left, back to right
Yeah,
then.
back within 6.
6-point margin, 63-57. Rankin, Reardon, Hutchie, left wing, looks into Hicks. He's got Zoma with him. Hicksy, they clear out, give him space. Now Weimer comes across to help. He leaves Hutchie. Hutchie on the floor, puts it up. He's fouled by Egan. He'll go to the line for 2. So Weimer left Hutchie then to go and help. And Hicks noticed it straight away and threw it straight back out to Hutchie to stretch Ringwood's defence. So good work, Corio Bay.
Intelligent play.
Rue about to come back in for Ringwood. He'll take Egan off.
Good
So
sub.
they go small.
48 seconds into this last quarter.
No Clark.
Visitors lead by 6. They lead by 7 as Hutchie puts it away.
No Clark, Egan
I
or
don't-
Latham at the moment. It's a very
I think
small lineup for
They're
Ringwood.
going Corio going to go in big time to Hicks.
Yeah.
And I don't think Zoma's got the strength to match Hicks.
Well, we're about to find out as Hutchie puts both away. 8-point margin, 65-57. Let's see what Ringwood do here.
Dua
Ringwood running a horn set.
goes high to Rue. Rue pull up. Off target.
He's been off a little bit tonight.
Yep. Good job, Zach Haig, to get the ball back
There
out
he
to
is.
Dua. Dua, they need this. Off target. Can they get it again?
Well done.
Weimer, well played, but he doesn't get it. Rankin.
Good hands.
Oh,
Great work,
great
Dua.
job from both teams. Rue to Dua. Dua the reverse layup. Off target. No one can score here. Rue
Oh,
comes up with it
pop it out.
again. They'll
That's
go
it.
out to
Settle
Zach
down.
Haig.
Got it back for
To
a third
Weimer.
time.
No one wants to settle down, but it's
Good
Lily
drive,
Weimer.
Lily.
Pulls them within 6.
Yeah.
They got about 4 offensive
Friendly
rebounds on
pace, that was.
possession.
Well, the
Yeah.
difference there,
Wow.
Arnie, Rue went from downtown, Dua went
Yeah.
from downtown. It's not what the coach wanted. Willie Weimer took it to the basket.
What the coach wanted.
And scored.
There you go.
Mate, you happy as a coach, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, the first 2, I can understand 2 shooters having a look, but it wasn't the right option at that stage. Here's Rankin, great handoff to Johnson off the glass for 2. So they answer straight away, 67-59.
Always say to players, players play, coaches coach.
Spoken like a true
Yep.
coach.
Dua
Here's
goes
Dua.
all the way. He scores way
Under
too
drive.
easily.
Yep,
Yep.
there you go.
So this smaller lineup scoring comfortably, but it's whether they can get the stops at the other end.
But their last 2 baskets have
Oh, charge.
yeah.
been Hicksy on a big offensive
Great
charge.
effort by Trent Zoma.
Yeah, great job from Trent Zoma there.
The thing is, Ringwood's last 2 baskets, Willie Weimer and who was the last one? Was it Dua?
Yes, yep,
Going to the basket.
absolutely.
That was very smart play by Trent Zoma. He didn't want to muscle him and go, pound for pound because
No.
he's not as strong as Hicks.
No.
So he gave him an inch, let Hicks turn, bang,
Yep.
straight on the floor.
Just got himself into a beautiful
very
position,
smart,
didn't he?
very
Yep.
smart.
Brian
Yep.
Dua, 21 in the game, by the way.
Dua. Always looking to score, but what can he
Yeah.
do? Screen from Zoma. Back to Zoma now. He goes one-on-one with Hicks. To Haig. Oh,
bad
off
luck.
the floor. Turnover. Johnson gets the ball moving for Corio Bay. Over
Charge.
to Rankin and another charge.
Yep, after the pass, he passed it
Yep.
out into the low corner to Rankin and then just cannoned into the body of, was it Big Swing and Willie?
Yeah.
Was it Big Willie?
You get the
Yeah,
feeling.
we're starting to witness a slight momentum
Yeah,
swing towards Ringwood
just
now.
absolutely.
Calls are starting to go their way.
6-point
Big
margin.
crowd. Can they
Yep.
help get them over
They're
the
going to
line?
ride them home.
Absolutely.
Well, really, since about the 9-minute mark of the first quarter, Corio Bay's led since then.
Absolutely, yep.
Ringwood had it in the first quarter, just down towards quarter time. In fact, probably longer than that.
Yep.
They probably was only
They're
in the
running-
last 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're running a play called Memphis. Kenny's been running that for the last 20 years.
Here we go. Dua pulls up for 3.
And
This
it works.
is big. And it is big.
They didn't even execute it.
Timeout, Dan Richards straight away for Corio
The
Bay.
Hawks are back within 3. Arnie called it early.
Well, they've mixed it up, Ringwood.
Dua said, Memphis on my mind. He just pulled up, bang.
Last 3 times down the floor, they've mixed it up. They came out, the coach said go inside, drive the hoop, drive the hoop. They looked at outside shots, didn't work.
Yeah.
Then they started going to the ring. All of a sudden, Corio Bay's defense just goes back a little bit, expecting that. Dua just lines it up from downtown.
Absolutely.
One thing with Dua is he's got the discipline to try and execute the coach's instructions. Like he's a great 3-point shooter.
Yep.
We witnessed that. But gee, he can put it on the floor and get it to the rack too.
Hey, fellas.
You know.
Hey, fellas.
Yep.
It's back to 3 points. Here's
Yeah.
Kenny Harrington.
Not somebody to cause some havoc for them, but at least it takes them out of their rhythm, okay? Understand? Offensively, we're driving now, we're a bit more patient now, there's space. All right, take your time, Line up your shot. Back of the ring. Knock it down. Everybody back on tee.
That's exactly what we just said. They're now driving the ring. Now, as soon as that happens, the defence is going to collapse. Bang, you get absolutely. So big momentum swing here.
Gives the shooters an opportunity to take uncontested shots.
Do you think Dan Richards would have said here, guys, they've got a small lineup on the floor, let's slow it down and dump it inside?
Well, the other thing is for Corio Bay, 2 of the last 3 times down the floor, they've committed offensive fouls. So they've got to be smart here.
Great finish coming up to Game 1 of the State Championship Men's Grand Final Series.
Rankin to Hicks. Has Zoma on him again. Bodies down. Well done, Zoma.
Good job.
Forces him back out with a pass to Rankin. Rankin, was he fouled? Yes, by Zoma.
He was.
Well, I reckon the unfortunate thing there is the ref may be on the blind side, but there's no doubt there was... we had a perfect view of that. That was a foul. That's a good call. That was definitely a foul. No question.
Close.
Yep.
Yeah. And lucky because they would have been off and running up that floor.
Yeah.
Contact was there.
But normally any of those real close things, it's going to be called a foul.
Yep.
All right, that's fair enough.
Well, that was visual contact,
Yeah.
Arnie. So you're going to have that. Rebueller back on the floor to Reardon.
Not a great pass.
Went on the pass to the run of Johnson, but right there with him was Zach Haig.
They could tie it up on a 3.
Yeah. Here's Dua coming back the other way for Ringwood. Hands it off to Haig. Hands it off to King. Willie. He's lost it on the dribble now. Good defence by Rebueller.
I think it's time to get Snowball back on.
Yeah, me too.
Turnover either way. I reckon Snowy might be coming back on. 6:44 left in the game. It's a 3-point margin. Corio Bay lead it. Scooter Rankin's been fantastic tonight.
Yeah,
still keeping the dribble alive. Now pulls it up to Johnson. Johnson works from the arc, one side to the other to Reardon. Reardon dribbles in, forces his way to the hoop and rolls it in for 2.
Great
Good work.
boys.
Well done by the Sack.
And now Snowy moves to the sub bench.
She related to goal sack?
I don't know what Sack is related to, mate, but the Sack's doing all right tonight. Marcus Rue. Right corner. Dribbles up high, hands it off to Weimer. Weimer searching, pulls up the dribble, gets it out wide to Rue, left wing. Comes off high, good defence by Rankin, but Rue gets the shot up, misses. Rebounded by Rebueller, they're away to Rankin.
Rankin now to Reardon. Reardon defended by Rue on the baseline and a foul called on
He's
Marcus
a good defender, Rue. He's a good defender. And he's been a bit stiff tonight. A lot of shots gone in and out.
Reckon he might have been stiff then too, but anyway.
As Snowy
called for a foul.
Is there a ref coach sitting down in front of us? I think there might be.
69-64. Thought he might have been a bit unfortunate then. Anyway, here's Reardon.
Reardon.
Good hands.
Yeah, well done, Rue. This time he gets it. Off and running to Dua. Dua pulls up
Don't
a massive
tell me.
3
off
target.
In and out.
Would have been great if it went in, but still could have got through a set there.
Mate,
tell you what, that
didn't miss by much.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Rankin defended by Dua.
They're up by 5.
They need to stop Ringwood.
No help
Out to
going
Reardon.
Oh.
Off target. Lucky for the Hawks. Hicks goes back. He'll score.
Yeah.
He does. The lead's out to 7. 5:20 remaining.
Marlo Hicks has 19 points in the game. Dwayne Johnson has 20. Scooter Rankin has 12.
Tell you what, the 2 bigs at Ringwood are sitting down still, Latham and Clark.
24 for Dua, hands it off to Snowball here, inside to
Okay.
Haig on Reardon. Haig over the top, puts it in.
He's been really serviceable in this last quarter.
Yeah, he has. Absolutely.
71-66, 5-point margin. That's probably why he's still out there.
That's what we're talking about, making a contribution when you come on.
Rankin left open for 3, misses. Rebound, Haig. Haig away for Ringwood, dribbling the court. Haig goes to the hoop, he commits a foul. Offensive foul straight into the body of Scooter Rankin. Good defence, he really just stood there. Haig just kept going. And
you can hear the crowd's reaction, they're not happy.
well, it was outside the charge circle, wasn't it? Was it?
Yeah.
I can't see from here.
it was
It was?
outside,
Yeah, well, don't know that Scooter Rankin did too much wrong then.
No, the crowd answered that one. That's fair enough.
You reckon it was a good call?
No, I didn't think it was a terrible call.
Okay. What, you didn't think there was much contact?
No, hardly any.
I'd love to say that I could see, but there's a big screen in front of me here, so I actually couldn't see it. Hicks back the other way, misses off the glass. Rebound Zoma.
You're going to get 1 or 2 bad calls. That's just normal.
Snowy. To Zoma. Zoma takes it hard at Hicks and draws the foul. He'll go to the line and can pull him back within 3 if he nails both free throws.
4th foul, Hicks. 4th foul.
That's a big,
4:22 to go in the game. 71-66. Corio Bay lead by 5. 4 fouls Hicks, 3 fouls Dwayne Johnson.
What's your tip, guys? Jeez, it's hard to tip.
Oh, I said I'm sticking with Corio Bay. I said it from the start. You guys said Ringwood from the start, so stick with them. Could go either way from here. As Zoma makes the first, so it's back to 4 points. Could get back to 3 again here. What a game. It does go back to 3.
This is what we want.
71-68.
This is what we want.
What a ripper of an opening game. Big crowd in here at the Nest. I refuse to call it the Rings. It's a stupid name.
I love it. I love it.
Rinkin to Hicks at the foul line. Has
Stay
Zoma
up
with
on
him.
them now.
Gets on the
Oh,
dribble.
well
Rue
done,
comes
Marcus.
across and
There
help. Rue with the steal to Dua. Dua to the hoop.
Foul.
Oh,
And it nearly
foul
went
on
in.
Scooter
That's
Rankin.
it. Great job,
I'll
Marcus.
tell you
Rue.
what, Kenny must have got my text.
Yeah.
That was great from the blind side by Marcus Rue.
Fantastic defensive work by the American.
He didn't
Kanga.
see it coming, did he?
No,
He didn't
not
see
at
it
all.
coming,
And
just
that's-
like you said.
You just catch the bigs
Yep.
off guard every time.
Surely his nickname's Kanga. It's got to be Kanga, doesn't it?
Dua. Oh, he's missed it.
I've liked his defensive game, all
Yeah.
like Marcus Rue.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate for him so far. The shots aren't dropping for him,
Yep.
but you never know. There's still 4 minutes to
That's
go in this
it.
game.
Dua brings them within 2. Wow, what a finish we're in for.
They haven't
4
been
minutes.
this close for a long,
No.
long time. Marcus Rue, by the way, 3 of 13 he shot tonight.
The crowd are into it now. Rankin defended by Dua. Goes to Rabula. Rabula at the top of the 3-point line, being stared down by Marcus Rue. Gets past him into Hicks. Hicks to Reardon. Reardon, huge
shot.
3 off target.
Good board,
And Zach
Haig.
Haig off and running for the Hawks.
He's been great this
Yep.
quarter.
They can level or hit the front on a 3. Rue, 3-point line.
Gotta get
Dribbles
it off,
out,
get
yep.
it off.
12 remaining on the shot clock. Dua in possession. Screen from Zoma. He'll look.
Step back.
Yeah,
block.
not a great possession.
Dwayne Johnson got a hand on
Yep,
it then.
nice job, Johnson. Rabula. He's going to
He's out
keep
of control
going.
then.
Yep.
Misses
Slide
the
up,
shot
run
though.
set.
Missed the little floater from about 8 foot.
Now they need to execute a good set, Ringwood.
Yep.
Ringwood get it back, 3:07 to go,
What
down
a
by
finish we're in
2.
for.
Great finish.
71-69, couple of screens up high for Snowball. Now they part, still looking at Dua. He gets it to Dua, right wing, dribbles baseline, goes to the hoop. Johnson
foul.
over the back with a
Ringwood
big block.
come up with the ball. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They'll take the baseline.
Did it
past
look a
the
foul,
Hawks.
Arnie?
It looked like a foul to me. There was 4
Johnson
hands
over the
all
back.
over him.
Yep. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock.
The refs are going to let a fair bit go now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Dua to bring it in, 2:55 to go. They're down by 2.
Not much movement.
Ball in to Zoma.
Block.
Big block. Hicks was fantastic. And Corio Bay can come back the other way. They steady. Settle down. Scooter Rankin. What can Scooter do? Hands it off to Johnson. Top of the arc. Haig just sags off. Johnson dribbles in. Gets it
Reardon.
out to Reardon for 3. Comes up short. Rebound by the shadow. Rebula back to Reardon. They'll restart. Rankin
Great
with
job,
the ball.
Rabula.
Yeah, great job.
Crucial play.
That's what he does. He lurks. That's why we call him the shadow. He lurks. Reardon out on the left wing, puts the ball on the floor. Nice
Hicks
little
on his
bounce pass
own.
inside to Hicks. Up and misses. Rebula
Out on
knocked out of his
Corio.
hands.
Ringwood ball. 2:19 remaining.
Haig to bring it in.
Maybe Ringwood need to look at getting one of their bigs on.
Yeah.
They're on the run. Snowball.
Oh, he's got to
Snowball.
go away. Wow.
That's the quality of
Snowy.
Matty Snowball.
Wow. I could watch him play all day. He ties it up at 71 apiece with 2
When you got to
minutes
step up,
remaining.
you don't want anyone better than
No.
Matty Snowball.
Mate, the Panzer tank goes
Yeah.
bang.
Egan's getting the crowd on their feet.
71 apiece. Rankin
control.
loses
Oh.
it.
Wow.
On the dribble.
Oh.
150
Marcus
left.
Rue with the steal to Snowball. Here we go, 71-71.
slowing it
Yeah,
down.
Dan Richards has said, ask for a timeout if Ringwood score here.
1:40 to go. Snowball fakes the handoff to Rue. Dribbles, gets it to Haig. Haig back to
Snowball.
Snowball, top of the arc. Snowball
No movement.
wants the screen, gets the screen, dribbles in, dribbles out,
Great
gets it
fake.
off the glass
Oh.
and misses
Off
the
target.
shot. Reardon to Johnson, transition to Hicks.
Scores.
Baskets.
Stingrays lead by 2, minute 22 to go.
120 left, 73-71. They steady down again.
Dua could have drawn the charge then.
Yep.
Dua dribbles out to the left wing, bounce pass into Zoma. Game 1 on the line, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Shots
out
up.
to Snowball, misses.
Zach Haig,
Rebound, knocked out of
Ringwood
court.
ball.
Ringwood ball off the hand of Dwayne
Nice
Johnson.
job, Zach Haig.
Yeah, he's done a terrific
Yeah,
job.
he has, and it's a timeout now.
Yep.
Called by Ringwood,
Well,
is
Richards
it?
called one for the floor, but I think this could have been one to Kenny.
No, I reckon it's been given to Dan Richards.
Okay.
That's the second timeout.
Yep.
That's what it says on the
Yep.
scoreboard. So
What a
73-71.
finish.
I'll tell
Corio
you
Bay
what,
lead by 2.
I'll tell you what, just speaking away from the Ringwood huddle, if I was Kenny right now, I'd take a little gamble and put Egan on.
Yeah, I was about to say, would you bring Lukey
I'd
Egan
bring
on?
Lukey Egan on and roll the dice with him.
I reckon you're right there.
All right, let's have a listen to what Kenny Harrington has to say. Here we go.
Hey, go and pull it off the second. Pull it off the second, okay?
Make sure you hit it.
All right, be aggressive. Shooters, be ready though. Zach's setting the first. All right, Trent, you're setting the second. Get something going in the basket. Hey, can't give him a layup. If you have to foul, you have to foul, okay? Let's go to work.
Rightio, there we go. So, 104 left to go, 73-71 on with Corio. You two are with Ringwood. We are in for a grandstand finish. Game 1 of the 2014 Fair Go Sport Grand Final Series State Champ Men.
Let's see if Ringwood execute this set. There's 2 big screens coming.
All right.
This is everything we hope for in Game 1 of the Grand Final Series.
BigV Live, Smash FM, Falcons TV. Snowball to bring it in deep on the sideline, into attack. Gets it into Dua. Zach Haig steps up for the screen.
One.
He gets around that one.
Zoma second.
Zoma for the second. He gets around that one. He keeps the ball on the floor. Turn around. No one to go to. Picks it up. Gets it to Zoma. To Snowball. Runs the arc. Gets inside the paint.
Scores.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Matty Snowball levels it up at 73 apiece.
He's
Created
so
something out of nothing just then.
44 seconds to go. Rankin off to Johnson. They drop
Egan
away.
getting the
They go
crowd
low.
going.
They've gone low.
Great.
Johnson to take on to the basket. Puts it in.
Great elevation.
It was a Lowe's play. They flatted out for him.
Pressure on Ringwood to score here.
30 seconds, 75-73.
What can they do?
29-28.
They got to score a foul.
Yep.
If they lose this, they got
Down
a foul.
by 2. Snowball drives baseline.
Great
Gets it back
skip.
outside. Dua. Well shut down by Johnson. Off the glass. Puts it in. 75 apiece. 18 seconds. Timeout.
Corio Bay.
Great runner by Dua.
18 seconds to go, and Corio Bay are going to have a chance to get a road win on the last play of the game.
That's a massive, massive basket.
For the guys,
Massive basket.
for the people out there listening on BigV Live, that was one of the best runners I've ever seen. He got
Absolutely.
so high, the
Over
flight
the
of
top
the
of
ball,
Reardon, wasn't it?
fantastic.
Again, I've got a big screen in my way, but I think it was Reardon in the end. It went over
Wow.
the top of. Well done. So we're in a similar position to last year on this court in the grand final series. Scores are tied up. Last play to come. Now let's not forget Reardon nailed a massive 3.
Yep. Look, here, do you have to bring one of your big defenders on? If they're going to go to Marlowe inside on the last play, what do you reckon?
Well, what's scary is the last time down the floor, they flattened right out along the baseline. They let Dwayne Johnson go one-on-one, and he scored. So I don't know whether they'll do the same thing.
Wow.
Let's just see if Kenny's
Come
talking.
Take a piece of it. All right. Hey, if we've got time left, we've got to get it and go.
Neither team can foul, by the way.
No.
Well, it's 14 fouls apiece. If they do foul, it's going to send the opposition to the basket.
Ringwood don't need to foul right now.
So 18 seconds. It's going to be an advanced ball.
Ringwood chants going. The crowd are going crazy. What a finish to the game we're in for.
Reardon to bring it in.
I reckon they're going to look for Reardon.
Reardon to bring it in. Here we go. Rankin comes up, gets
He's
the
gonna come
ball.
off hard.
16,
They're flattening
15,
out. Flattening out for
75 apiece, 12 seconds, 11, 10. Rankin on the dribble to Johnson. Johnson's got it. 6, 5, 4, top of the arc. 3, 2, gets it off to Rebula. Misses!
Overtime! We have overtime in the state championship, men. Big V. Grand final game 1, and it is going to overtime. Wow.
Well, first of all, let's just say, well done, Ringwood.
Yeah, well
Absolutely.
done, Ringwood, on that last defensive set, only letting Johnson get to the elbow and not deep into the paint, because he was trying to get deep into the paint.
They defended
Let's not forget, Ringwood were down by as much as 13 in the game.
Yes,
13.
Yep.
So a massive effort by the Hawks. While we've got this quick break, let's go down to Will Taylor and get some score updates on BigV Live, Smash FM and Falcons TV. 5 other Game 1 grand finals being played tonight. Will?
Yeah, what a cracking game in D2 Women at Coburg. 51 seconds left. Western Port 71, Coburg 69. So a 2-point game in that game with 51 seconds to go. Let's go to D2 men action at Shepparton. Of course, Shepparton 55, Casey 34. So that game is almost over in that game. Let's go to Madura and D1 women. And it is Geelong 74, Mildura 72, 139 to go, final quarter in that game. In D1 men down at Dramana. And it is Southern Peninsula 61, Latrobe 71, so on the back of a 22-4 last quarter. And Ringwood in state champ women out of Broadmeadows with 2:48 to go. Ringwood 63, Hume City 44. So Ringwood look home in that game with 2:48 to go in the final quarter.
Yeah, they most certainly do. Thanks, Will. Matt's down there with you as well. Matt, great comeback by Ringwood.
Oh, very excited over here. I can barely speak. Word from Kenny was just effort, effort, effort as grand finals. It's all about. It's the atmosphere out here is electric.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Hey, they were down by as much as 13, fellas. Let's not forget that.
Top effort. The crowd are getting up again.
They've come back. So Rebula just missing, and I reckon the putback by, I think it was Hicks, was in time as well. That first putback. So they missed a couple of opportunities to win on the buzzer there, Corio Bay. So we're set for a restart. Ringwood ball.
This is exactly what we wanted in game one. It's been sensational.
Here we go.
That's what you won in grand finals.
Snowball into Dua, back to Snowball.
Snowy. Who's he going to find on one of his passes? Hand off to Rue. Rue back to Snowy. Shot clock's at 9. Snowy's going to drive it. He gets the shot up and it's in. Wow, he's just been...
How good's he been, Arnie?
He stepped up, mate.
And now Ringwood are in front.
He's the right guy for the right time now.
Ringwood in front for the first time since about the 9-minute mark of the game.
He'd look great wearing black.
Hicks one-on-one with Zoma. They get hands in. He's got to force it out. Great defence from Ringwood. Perfect defence.
The bench are all up. Fantastic to see.
Well, I'll tell you the other thing there. And look, it's overtime in a grand final. But nobody got in Hicks's line of sight then.
No.
So he was forced to turn around and make a bad pass because everyone he drew 3 to him, but he had no one line of sight outside. So that's really hard as a big man when you haven't got that. Oh, I'll tell you what, Matty Snowball.
That was a Falcon.
Matty Snowball was looking for Brian Dua, and in between them was Trent Zoma, and he is dead set, put the size 7 Molten into the back of Zoma's scone.
Is that a ball patch in the back of his head?
Turnover. Ringwood lead by 2.
Had a laugh about it.
Oh, dude.
Trent Zoma's got a headache. He's just asked for 73 Panadol.
Nurofen Plus.
Yep.
Rankin drives off the glass, misses. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. How good's Matt Snowball been tonight?
Incredible. Inspirational
Great leader.
leader.
Great
16 points in the game, Matty Snowball.
What's Rankin done?
We'll have a look at Rankin. He's been reasonably quiet from a
14.
points perspective.
12.
Yep. So Rankin will go to the line for a couple. Johnson has 22 in the game. Hicks has 21 and 11. 27 points for Brian Dewar tonight. Rankin makes the first. He's usually pretty good from the line, Scooter. He's 5 of 5 tonight from the line. So this one to level it back up, Nate. 77-76. The crowd, it reminds me of Melbourne Zoo at feeding time.
It's 77 all, and Rabula comes out, and the veteran Hutchie comes in.
Back
I don't mind this. I don't mind this.
Going at it each other. It's going to be great.
Hutchie to go to Haig, by the way. So 77 apiece.
Dua goes high to Rue. Rue to Snowy. Snowy's feeling it, so he's going to pull up for 3. Off target. Johnson the rebound. Back to Rankin. 3:30 remaining. Rankin has the ball for Corio Bay. Off a double screen to Johnson.
Reading on his own.
Yep.
Johnson
at the foul line. Off target. Hicks. I think it's come off Marlowe. Hicks, great job again from Snowball and Rue there.
Quite happy seeing Johnson shoot from that range.
Yep.
I think Ringwood are pretty happy with that range.
Absolutely, as Dua doing the ball carrying duties for Ringwood.
We should mention this is overtime as well, folks.
Absolutely. Floater, off target. Reardon, I think's tapped it out. Ringwood to get the ball back.
So a couple of those 50-50s at the moment. Just not falling the way of Corio Bay. It's interesting.
Goes in runs. Snowy to Dua. Oh, great play, Dua. Goes baseline, loses the ball out to Zoma.
Plenty of time on the clock.
Yep. To Rue. He now shoots. He's
in and out again.
Yeah, misses. Hutchie comes up with the ball to Rankin.
77 apiece. 2:50 to go in overtime period number 1 We might keep going tonight.
One of many, maybe.
Hey, we might be here to tee off at the Ringwood Golf Course at 6 a.m. Here's Reardon backing down. Snowball. Reardon off the glass for 2. That was too easy if they get that mismatch.
Forget about the aftermatch, Will.
Ringwood down by...
Party after this.
Oh, party. 79-77, Corio Bay by 2. I'll tell you what, Corio Bay will be hoping for that Reardon mismatch next time down the floor. Zoma hands off to Dua, right wing, dribbles up high of the arc. Now he goes to town around Reardon.
Foul.
There's a foul by Hutchison.
And he'll go to the line with
Great drive. He's hurt
He
himself.
may have hurt himself on the way
Might have
down.
hurt the elbow, the
He
right
got up
elbow.
really high and
this will be the last thing we want to see here.
came off the body of Hutchison. I'll tell you what, he's not in a good way.
Yeah,
He's not in a
withering
good way
a bit.
at all. Because I tell you now, Brian Dua is one of the toughest players you will come across in this competition. So for him to still be down, it's a serious injury, folks.
Kenny Harrington runs under the court.
2:17 to go in the overtime
You can hear
period.
a pin drop now.
Corio Bay 79, Ringwood 77. He got up really
Shoulder,
high,
right shoulder.
really, really high. Came off the body of Hutchison, who...
He's in a lot of pain.
And Hutchie just stepped in at last minute, so as he got up high, he's just come down over the top and landed on his... Is it his right shoulder or elbow?
Shoulder.
I know that he's...
Shoulder looked like it popped out.
I know that his parents will be listening back in New York, so stick with us. He is sitting up. We'll let you know what the outcome is. It looks like a right shoulder injury to Brian Dua. Hit the floor very hard, didn't he?
Very hard.
It was a big move to the basket.
Put his body on the line, and he did draw the foul.
It's been sensational.
He's been
tonight.
terrific, hasn't he? 27 points.
That's
I want
what-
to take nothing away from Brian Dewey here for a moment, Arnie, but he's about to come off, no doubt, with this injury.
Yeah.
Who do you sub in for the shots? Because they're down by 2.
Root.
You've got to be whoever subs in. Has to be the sub. You're a coach, you should know that,
right
Arnie.
now from there. Look, I'll put Willie on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Get him to take the shots.
yeah.
Still a break in play here.
It's good
Brian-
to see the Corio Bay team
He's
managers
in a
come
lot of
over to
pain.
help
Yeah,
out as well.
he is in a lot of pain, Brian Dewar. Has not moved. Kenny Harrington's right there having a chat with him. There's 3 trainers around him as well.
It's good to see the Corio
Yeah.
Bay trainers over there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's
what
really
it's all
good
about, isn't it?
sportsmanship. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's fantastic.
He's looks like he's about to stand up. He is. So he's
Let's
about
see.
to jump up, but I reckon you'll find he's going straight
he's
to the
out.
room. So it's a right shoulder injury by the looks of it to Brian Dewar. Let's go down to Will and Matt. Matt, you were saying that it looked like it popped out.
Yeah, that was the word from Snowy. He was signalling over the bench that it didn't look very good.
Jeez, if
so-
that's the case, that's a bad injury,
Yeah,
isn't
Ringwood
it?
have got to suck this up now. Really
Wow, Luke
focus.
Egan's going to come in.
Yep.
And it should be Egan to go to the line for 2 here. It should be the sub that comes in.
And without
Gee, I'll
being
tell you
awful,
what,
it's now
game
crucial
one,
Ringwood
yeah.
win this ball game.
They've
Big 2
got to
free
get this
throws.
win.
Yeah. It's
Sorry, say
crucial.
that again, Matt.
Big 2 free throws
Yep.
here from Egan coming on.
So Luke Egan called in for the 2 throws. Bad news with Brian Dewar going down. Egan on the first, makes
Luke.
it. Cool as ice,
Well
the
done,
old
Luke.
fella.
The veteran.
He'll go, Kenny, you should have brought me on earlier.
Yeah, he'll give him something.
This looks good too.
Yes.
It is. He makes both.
Lukey loved it.
79 each, 214. Brian Dewar in the rooms being attended to. Will not see any further part in this game. Johnson, right wing, sends it down low. They've got the
Mismatch
mismatch again. Reardon on Snowball. Reardon backing him down. Gets the jump up, puts it in. They've used it twice, and both occasions it's come up trumps. 81-79, 155 left.
Snowy, what can he do? Looking for movement, not much coming at the moment. He goes high to Egan.
No.
Egan blocked, not a great possession. I think it was Reardon that got fingers on the ball, and Rankin now walks the ball up the floor, and for a chance, he goes to Johnson. They've got a chance to stretch this lead out further.
90 seconds left.
Inside to Reardon. This time the matchup is Egan. Oh, nice little pass in there. The momentum has gone to Corio Bay.
Trent Zoma got caught ball watching there.
Yeah.
Hicks came underneath him
Sure
off the
did.
baseline, got the reverse layup. It was great play. Down by 4 now, Ringwood. Snowy with it.
They need a score. He goes to Zoma, and it's an offensive foul. Hutchie is absolutely going crazy.
Hutchie drew the offensive
Yep.
foul. Trent Zoma put his head down
He did.
and went into the body. As soon as you do that, you're going to get the call going
said-
against your own, Johnny.
Yeah, you sense that momentum swing since
Yeah.
Dewar went off. I think the man that should have come on was Willie Weimer, the captain. You know, this is his last season. He would have put in a big effort.
Where is Willie? Oh, there he
Sitting
is.
there,
Yeah.
supporting his team.
83-79, 68 seconds
They
left.
must get a stop here, Ringwood, if there to be any chance. Johnson goes to Rankin on the left wing.
Needs help.
Going to go to the basket and has been fouled.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's against Zach Haig for mine. Came in very hard from the side. So Rankin will go to the line from 2. There's a timeout called. Don't forget, Scooter Rankin's gone 6 of 6 from the foul line tonight. So chances are when we come back after this timeout, Corio Bay will go from a 4-point lead to a 6-point lead. Let's quickly chat about Brian Dewar. It's a big loss, isn't it?
Oh, it's so hard. You see your teammate go down, and he's been the guy that sort of orchestrated their comeback as well, to go down and be in so much pain.
Here's Kenny Harrington.
Drive it, maybe one kick. If you're open, you've got to shoot it. And we want to foul. We foul Johnson. We'll foul Marlowe.
Marlowe rebounds, get on him.
Foul Marlowe or Johnson. Get it till we want to foul. All right. Well, we've got to get it and go. There's no point holding it, looking for a good shot. Put your head down, try and get to the basket. If they cut you off, stop, kick it back out for a shot. We can still get this done. Two possessions.
Say that again, Arnie.
Kenny's just saying, we want to foul Johnson or Hicks, right? What he's doing is he's got a sheet there, printout on the season stats from the foul line for all the Corio Bay players. So they're the two he's circled down the stretch if they need to foul.
Dwayne Johnson tonight, 4 of 6 from the foul line, so he's been pretty good. Marlo Hicks, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Marlo Hicks, 11 of 22 from the game, Nate. He's going at 50%.
Yeah, he's just been...
Was none of 6 in the first quarter, by the way.
Since quarter time.
Well, Ringwood let him off the hook.
Outstanding, yeah, they did.
Here's Rankin to the line for the first. 58 seconds left in overtime. Rankin, 7 of 7.
Yeah.
5-point margin.
Nice balanced action from the foul line.
To make it 6.
Yep.
Does 8 of 8 from the foul line.
Game over?
Yep, absolutely. 85-79, 58 seconds left. Here's King Willie.
Willie to the basket, off target. Zoma gets it back, scores. They're back within 4, 50 seconds to go, and fouled.
Willie Weimer straight into the side of Scooter Rankin, and that probably goes against the players that you want to foul.
Yeah. The players he wants to be fouled is Hicks or Johnson.
Look, it looked a heavy foul, and Willie just says to Scooter, "Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to come in as hard as I did."
Give credit to Corio Bay. They got the ball in the
straight away. Straight away.
Right?
Yep.
So
Rankin's 8 of 8 from the line tonight. 8 of 8. 9 of 9. Mate, how good has he been from the line?
People can't see this. It's got great flight on the shooting action.
But you can if you're watching Falcons TV. 10 of 10. Back to 5 points. 86, 87, 81. Back to 6. Here's Snowy.
What's he going to do? He's looking to go to the basket. Scores.
Well done.
Ball into Johnson.
Got the ball. He was who they wanted to foul.
I reckon he was expecting a timeout then.
Now
That's
go.
it. Yep. Ringwood are not going to go down without a fight.
No, you know what happened then? The ball came into... He was expecting a timeout.
Yeah, okay.
He thought they were going to get a timeout and advance ball.
Yep.
That's what happened. That's why he just stopped with the ball then. He actually expected a timeout called. So Johnson about to go to the line for 2. They're up by 4. He's 4 of 6 from the line tonight. 4 of 6. Jeez, how loud's the crowd? Misses the first.
In and out.
4 of 7.
Just keeps him in it.
Here we go. 4 of 7. Makes it. 5 of 8. 5-point ball game.
Got to look for a quick shot here. Snowy. He'll pull up.
Pull up, trans.
Off target.
Nothing.
That'll be game over as Snowy fouls Johnson.
Don't know. Marcus Ruth thought he may have stepped out of court then, Dwayne Johnson, when he rebounded. Snowy just came in and made sure of it and just fouled him. But Johnson to go back to the foul line, 5-point margin.
It's going to be a devastating loss to Ringwood, especially with Dewar.
Well, there's
looking like he's got a serious injury.
There's no doubt in 30 seconds' time, fellas, we're going to be talking about that injury to Brian Dewar because they go to Corio Bay next week, 1 down.
Makes it tough.
Without their star. Johnson makes the first. Let's not forget Dewar, 27 points in the game tonight.
Let's just keep our fingers crossed it's nothing too serious.
Absolutely. Second shot is a make. So he sealed the deal, 90-83.
Full credit to Corio because Ringwood threw everything at him.
Here's Rue for 3. Misses. Rebound. Hicks. Gets it to Reardon. Snowy actually got a steal then. Back to Weimer for 3. Weimer misses. Rebound Reardon.
Game over.
Reardon. Oh, lost it on the dribble to
Weimer.
Weimer. Weimer hits a basket.
Well done.
The
And he's
captain says
fouled.
never say die.
All heart.
Yep.
Well, it's 5 points.
I think, Arnie, you called on for him to come on earlier. in the
Yeah,
quarter,
yeah. He would have been the right man to come on.
Mate, how did Reardon lose that? I don't think Reardon even knew that Willie came from the clouds and got it off him. 5-point margin, 12 seconds to go. Could be back to 4.
Oh, nah.
I'll tell you what.
It is.
Oh,
In and
no,
out.
misses. 5. Reardon, rebound, foul. Egan. Reardon to go to the line for 2. 10.6 left in the game. They're up by 5. Hey, let's get a quick score update while they're walking the length of the court. Other games, Will?
Well, Ringwood Hawks fans will be quite happy in state champ win because Ringwood will be coming back to the Mighty Rings, leading the series 1-0 as they defeated Hume City Broncos 67-53.
Stay there, Will. We'll come back to you in a moment, mate. And if you ever call it the Mighty Rings again, you're sacked.
It's the nest, mate. It's the nest.
The nest.
Nah, the rings.
Bloody
will.
rings.
Stay
Ridiculous.
with it, will you? You're all over it.
Reardon at the line. Will started walking towards the aftermatch. Reardon makes the first. It's a 6-point margin, 10.6 seconds to go in overtime. What a great game.
Great game.
Top game.
Second, makes it,
Yep.
bang,
He's a class
92-85.
act, Reardon.
That'll be it from here. Oh, passing,
Turnover.
missed snowball completely, Zoma. Hutchie will hang on to it. Tarenkin,
And
he'll hang on to
Corio
it, and
Bay.
that's it.
Good job by Corio.
Yep.
Great
1-0
heart
up
by
in the
Ringwood.
series.
So there's the final buzzer. Corio Bay Stingrays take a 1-0 lead in the best of 3, 2014 Fairgo Sports State Champ Men Grand Final Series with another good win on the road. The Stingrays 92, Ringwood 85. What a fantastic game in overtime. And we got to see the best 2 teams go head-to-head tonight, gentlemen,
excellent
and it
game.
was a ripper.
Absolutely, it's exactly what we wanted from between these 2 teams. And what we have now is Corio Bay are going to be hot favourites to go down to the Geelong Netball Basketball Centre and take the title in 2 straight games.